Hello, welcome to Tint Wisdom number 125. If this is your first Tint Wisdom, my name's Eric, and today's going to be a different type of setup. So we're going to be testing something different today, and what that is a ability basically to let anyone join the live stream live. So we're going to be sharing a link in the comments, and if you click the link, basically you'll be asked to enter your name, and then in a few seconds you could potentially be on Tint Wisdom joining the conversation. So we're going to test that out, see where that goes, and then also I just kind of want to cover some things that are going on, all great stuff in the industry, just because I feel like, as it comes out in different like fragments and stuff, sometimes it could be hard to keep track of it. There's a lot going on. It's all fun stuff within the industry. So I want to jump into that. So first things first, I'm just going to open up the comments, and like I said, so I'm going to share this link in the comments, and I just shared it. Basically, it's a guest link. So if you click that link, you're going to be prompted to put your name in there. And then after you click, you'll end up in like what's called like a green room. So you'll be in like a waiting room, and then you can join the show. And we can have up to 4 people on at once. You could come in, you could leave. It's not like a long commitment per se. And the idea is really today is kind of just testing out the feature, seeing how it goes. And then I think there's a lot of opportunity that this opens up, whether it be during an interview to bring somebody on and ask more questions and interact, whether it just kind of lead to an overall different type of discussion. I could see it going in the direction of like game show-ish, like giveaways, like anything fun and interactive. That's the idea. So actually that brings something up, which is a giveaway that is going to be going on during today's Tint Wisdom. Hang on. So the gentlemen over at dashprotector.com have generously offered to supply us with 2 more dash protectors to give away during today's Tint Wisdom. So we'll be giving away 2 of these during today's Tint Wisdom. I have no idea how yet, but I can guarantee they will be given away. And we gave 2 away last week as well. And then anybody who wins the dash protectors will also send some microfibers. You can cover the seats. You can put these anywhere. You can wear them as a cape. You can use them as a pillow. A lot of uses for these microfibers. You could do yoga on them. You could take them to the beach. You can, protect windowsills, wood floors, cars, the rear deck lids, anything and everything. So anyway, we're going to give away 2 of these. We're going to give away some of these. And we need to get some people on the show. So that link that we shared, and I'm going to share again, we're just going to see who clicks it first and what happens from there. While we do that, and I know Haas was going over there too. Justin asked if we're going to pick a number. If we don't figure anything out between now and the end of the show, we're going to probably go to pick a number, but I'm hoping something more fun comes up. All right, so a couple like things I just want to get out of the way. That I think everybody should know about is, and I know we talked about this kind of thing a few times, but I just want to bring it up because now there's more stuff added to the mix and so on. All right. International Window Film Convention. That is going on June 7th through June 9th. I believe it's a Monday. Okay, we have a warrior joining. Hang on. And I guess is in the green room. Let's add to the right. What's up, Sean?
What's up, man? How's it going?
I don't hear you. Hang on. I don't know why. Hang on. We'll figure it out.
Can you hear me? I have audio.
Hang on. We're going to figure this all out. Why can't we hear you? Shows your audio's on.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess everybody else can hear you. Oh, yeah, it's totally just my computer. The speakers are down. That's why I couldn't hear you. What's up, Sean?
What's going on, man?
What are you doing? Driving and talking on the phone?
Full self-driving, man.
Nice. You got the tires repaired?
Yeah, after 4 new tires.
How has that Tesla worked out for you as far as like bringing in new business?
Um, well, when a customer comes for a quote request on a Tesla, I can be like, oh, here's my Model 3 that I did a full body wrap and ceramic coating on and window tint and the community
There you
shield.
go.
And they're like, all right, let's set it up.
Yeah, so it's just the confidence of that you're a Tesla owner as well, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
So we got a group of
So what are
people
you
in,
doing on here today? What is this?
I don't know what I'm doing. We just added Tint Pro and Casey and you, and I went ahead and just added everybody at once. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but I muted. So let me see. I'm going to
Hold
unmute,
on.
and you can
I got something to say.
go ahead.
Carlos from Texas Tin Master is a little bitch.
There you go. Start calling people out.
So I didn't get to see the video Dave just put out. Dave Dillinger just put out a video, and I know he was calling Carlos out for his clock.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, that's a little. I mean, it's a cool clock, but I personally wouldn't hang it on my wall. I would like to throw shit at it, but that'll be about it.
All right. So yeah, watch for the potholes. So Tim Pro, introduce
What's going
yourself.
on, man? Well, I mean, I've been in the industry for 17 years, and then I work on my own since I will say since 2000, and I started in 2003, and then I started on my own like 2 years later. So ever since I was doing mobile service for 4 years, which I hated. That I don't like it at all, to be honest with you. But then later on, I started working from my house, and ever since, I've been, I was there for about, I would say, maybe 6 years. Then I moved to my shop up here in McKinney, Texas. So ever since, everything is going well.
Nice. Congratulations on the move.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sean, you got a noisy Tesla. You got the windows down in
Yeah,
that?
it's raining and it's got a lot of horsepower. So
I'm just kidding.
What kind of Tesla do you have?
Model 3.
Oh, Model 3. You love those cars, don't you?
Yeah, I got my Infinity too,
Yeah.
but I love this fucking.
Oh, okay, I see. I'm planning actually to get the Model Y. So
There you
What?
go. It's a Model
maybe a
3,
few.
but crossover. If you need it
Yeah.
tinted, just let me
So
know.
I can tint to myself. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah.
If you need somebody to take it apart, Sean could help with that too.
Yes, I
Oh
can
yeah.
definitely take the whole
Absolutely.
thing apart.
Sorry, I just gotta throw that in
Yeah.
there somewhere. Nobody's considering getting a Cybertruck when they come out.
I
Oh
have a
no, that's
deposit on
ugly,
one.
man.
You said it was ugly.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna. You have a great night. I'm gonna let you go. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Sean,
You
you have a
like that
deposit.
one?
You have a deposit on one, Sean?
Oh yeah, when they first released it, I'm in there. $100. Why not?
I agree.
Wow.
I agree
I
completely.
can't believe
In
that
the
you guys
color
actually like that kind of
and the fuck out of it.
design of the truck.
Yeah. Think about the
There
future.
it is.
Think about like a 1990 Civic to now. If you saw a 2020 Civic in 1990, you'd be like, "What the fuck is that thing?" But now look,
It seems like the
what happened?
perfect all-around vehicle. It can go anywhere. It can float. It can tow things. It
You
can
can
resist
tow a lot of things.
anything. It can do everything.
Okay.
You can go under the water too.
I think you can even fly to space with it potentially. You do everything.
Yeah, you can go to the moon and come back.
Hopefully. What we got
Oh
three people
yeah.
driving today. This is the driving time.
Yeah, we're
Well,
all
it's
about to
actually
crash.
I'm moving I'm moving a car out of the shop, and I'm gonna pull another one too.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm over
So
here getting
So I
I'm
gotta do
driving
tacos.
because I'm
the.
actually
I gotta.
a mobile.
what's up,
You
Robert?
mobile.
Hey, what's up, Eric?
So Robert, you're actually competing against Sean, aren't you?
Yes,
Oh shit!
I'm with Heineken Mike.
Heineken
Oh,
Mike. And Mike,
I
thing
like
about
Mike.
thing about Mike is Mike's like it's like home field advantage for Mike. So Mike's a good partner to have.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
bringing. I'm not. All this talk about the heat guns and if we have enough outlets to support. Oh, I'm not worried about it because I'm the torch. Because I'm the torcher. I use a torch.
See, that's a
So
good
light goes
point.
out, I still keep going.
But that could legitimately be something that happens where there's a power overload and you end up winning because you're using a torch.
Yes.
You know, the main concern is going to be on Sunday when we have the tint drive-through. There's going to be. Marco was actually just at my shop today. We were talking about there's going to be about 50 window tinters possibly, and how are we going to support that many heat guns running at once?
Well, Mike Norris got a
That,
big shop though. There is a bunch of space that we can use over there.
Yeah,
I remember
but you definitely got
because
to have
2 years
separate curtains.
ago I was in Houston for a meeting for a 3N meeting, and the first time that I saw it's huge, man, huge. So there's gonna be maybe plenty of space to do cars left and right.
Plenty of space, but the question just simply
Yeah.
is how the breakers are set up because the breakers make or break you literally, you know?
well,
Yep.
from my
Okay,
understanding, the
so
actual drive-through is going to be at Expel, not Mike's. If I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
mistaken.
oh, okay.
I didn't know that,
The
but
actual
that's
company.
I didn't know that
I
either.
think
I thought it.
if I'm not mistaken, the competition is at Mike's. The
hopefully we get some
drive-through
Oh,
might,
clarification.
yeah, I think, or you know what, or Expel's just providing the film.
I know Expel's
I'm
providing the
either
film.
right.
I don't feel like it would be at Expel only because the whole setup is going to be at Mike's. So to have it and set up in two places, but I know Expel's providing the film. I think we can
Oh
get some
yes, oh
Well,
yeah.
confirmation either
I
way.
got some clarification on that because when Marco was just at my shop, he says Mike Noring has 3 plotters, and they're gonna work on bringing more to his shop for Sunday. So it's definitely gonna be at Mike's
It's at Mike's.
for
Marco
Sunday.
just
That's right.
commented as
That's why they
well.
talked about the plotter. That's right. Because the plotter got me confused. Because I was like, because I'm doing the battle. I'm like, I thought we weren't going to use plotters. I thought we were going to hand cut. Okay, thanks for clarifying that.
So Billy in the comments asked if this could possibly be the world record for the most cars tinted in one shop in one day. I don't think so because the Sunstoppers like world record is like the Sunstoppers with Expel did like a world record, and I feel like they were probably like preloaded with cars just sitting there to tint them. I doubt they were like assuming cars would come in. I think that alone will change the amount of like not make it possible to hit. I mean, I think they did like 150 cars in a day or 170.
so
Well,
question
it
for
could be
you,
a
Eric.
record.
Are you gonna be tinting with us or what?
So what I'm going to be doing on that day, on the first day, which is Saturday, I'm going to be commentating, and then
Uh
that's
huh.
like the battle day, and then the day that there's the drive-through tinter day, I'm going to be helping
Uh huh.
customers, helping them get in and out, all the stuff that happens before and after you're actually tinting the car, so we can get them smoothly in and out.
Oh, okay. Okay. That sounds good.
Well, you
All
know,
right, I gotta hop off here. My phone
we
feels
could
like it's
actually
about
set
to
a new
melt in my
record.
hand.
Hold
Doing
on,
tinting.
Sean, what'd you say?
I said I gotta hop off here. It feels like my phone's gonna melt in my hand.
Thank you for joining this monumentous first event.
Be in the chat.
So hey, Eric, are you gonna go to the tint off and then I fly to
You're,
No, we lost sound.
we
Okay,
lost sound on you on that one.
there you go. I think all of us. There you
I
go.
can hear you, Robert.
Oh, okay.
It just shows that you're not you. Tint Pro is muted.
Well, Eric, on Sunday for the drive, well, it could probably be a different record because you're right. With Field Stoppers, they probably had appointments on car set up. This one might be just like a drive by. Any car that would come up just automatic, no appointment. It could be
Right.
set a different record.
That's true. That's true. And see, that's the thing. I don't know if Sunstoppers records were customer cars or just like cars that were tinted. So like if it wasn't customer cars, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, if I was putting on a world record, I would get like 200 rental cars in there, so we're just
Oh
banging them
yeah,
out.
I would have it set up already. I would
I
have it
don't know
set
if
up
that's what
already.
they did or not, but actual customers coming into a shop, paying and getting tinted and leaving, definitely got to be the record, or got to be going for it.
Well, how many tinters? How many tinters on one car, or how many tinters in one spot, tint at the same time?
That's
Well, we can come up with a lot of we can come up with a lot
yeah.
of different world records, and it'll just go from there.
Hopefully, one of the records is the most money raised for Donnie Dixon, because that is a big
That
part
is
of
true. That is the main goal.
this event.
Yes.
The real number, when this whole thing really caught light, when Sun Distributing brought it up, I believe their GoFundMe was around, like Donnie's GoFundMe was around maybe like $6,000 to $8,000. Now it's around $24,000, and the ultimate goal is a total of $100,000. So like it's already grown quite a bit, and we're not even like there yet. So, you know.
But yeah, it's a good thing it started. So it's going to get there. Hopefully, we can reach it and exceed
All right, guys. Sorry.
and exceed and exceed.
We can hear you now.
All right.
What were you saying?
I was
There you go.
just asking you if you're gonna be in Houston. I mean, are you gonna go to the Tint Off, and then after you're gonna fly out to Houston?
So it'll be in Orlando, June 7th through the 9th, and then from there go
Oh.
to Houston, whatever. I think it's 12th and the 13th.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's
Yeah, and what about
I
your
was planning
plans?
to do too. Well,
thing?
I got the same plans though. I mean, I'm just gonna fly over there and then head back, maybe spend a day here in Dallas, and then drive back to Houston.
And I feel like maybe some people kind of like maybe are going to go to one or the other, but I really think that this makes it more reason to take off. Like it might have been, maybe I'm
The
going to
whole week.
Orlando, and now you're like, well, I can go to Orlando and Houston. This is perfect. Like I feel like they work together.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be fine because, there's gonna be something going on in Orlando, and then after everybody got the excitement because it's gonna be the battle, and it's gonna be. I think it's more exciting at some point to be more in Houston than Orlando, to be honest with you. But even though I'm gonna join both of them, I'm more excited for Houston than Orlando now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly.
Right.
So it's gonna be more
this
fun
is more
because
exciting,
we're gonna
but it's
get
something new.
we're gonna get to join and all that stuff. And top of that, the next day we're gonna be able to actually help everybody to tint the cars to to provide for this guy. So I'm sorry, buddy. What were you just saying?
Oh no, I was just saying. Yeah, you said it's more exciting coming to Houston than Florida, because I think Houston, this is the first time anything has been done like this, a tinter battle where it's a group, it's a team, instead of one against everybody else. It's exciting, it's new, and we'll see where it's going to go. Did we all freeze?
You're good. I for some reason it shows like you muted yourself, Tim Pro. On my end, I feel like maybe you're hitting a button that's muting it. I'm not sure. No audio.
He keeps talking.
It shows it on mute.
Well, hey, but anyways, Boss Lady really appreciated the things that you gave her.
Oh yeah, my pleasure. I saw
she was even asking me why. Why? I said, I don't know. He just probably saw a female. And he's like, hey, you know what? Let's start recognizing these females.
Well, we had done a Boss Lady like package that we sent out to like some female Tint Wiz users, and I was just saying, Tint Pro, you're sorry, it's just the audio. It shows like you're muted. I don't know why, but hang on, I want to see if I can unmute you, Tint Pro. No, it shows like you muted yourself, so it doesn't let me unmute you. But we had done this Boss Lady shirts and cups and stickers, and we'd sent them out to Tint Wiz users that were female. And then, we had a couple extras. And then like months later, I saw her in Carlos's Texas Tint Masters video. And I'm like, oh, this is like who it was. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like too perfect. So I was like, I got to get one out to her.
Yeah,
that's all.
It worked out. Well, she was stoked. She was stoked about it.
Cool. And real quick, Julian asked if anyone can attend the Houston Tint Battle. So yeah, as far as I know, absolutely anyone can attend the Tint Battle. You're not going to be competing in the Tint Battle, But the second day, which is the drive-through tint like drive-through tint service, like I believe everybody that can tint, like all hands on deck.
Right, that's my understanding as well. And the more the merrier on Sunday,
And
and even on Saturday to get spectators just to see something new.
that's the thing. I think spectators can be unlimited spectators both days, as far as I understand. I mean, that's the idea. I'm not trying to make a crowd show up that's not invited. Yeah, okay, Jason said correct. Because this is,
There's a 5-minute slowdown in 4 miles. You should reach.
But yeah, I believe all spectators can come both Saturday and like the 12th and the 13th. Everybody's welcome. So that's Houston, Texas. It's going to be a huge, I think a huge turnout, frankly. I think it's going to be like a pretty crazy, great event.
Bigger and what we didn't expect, what we're not gonna expect. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing it's turning out for, because it was all just for fun. It's for fun and games, and now it's also for a good cause for Dean.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So for Donnie, yeah, it's kind of. I know what you mean. That's why. Yeah. So yeah, a couple Tint Pros back. Hang on. And we can hear you perfectly.
Okay, that sounds good. I got too many incoming calls. That's why, man. Get muted. So
too many what?
Phone calls.
Oh, phone. Oh, it gets muted when you get a call. Got it.
Yes, that's
that makes sense.
Yes, sir. So yeah, man. So yeah, I mean that'll be fun though, because on Sunday everybody's gonna start jumping on the cars and get stuff done for the customers.
What's up, boys?
What's up, Vinny?
Yeah, what's going on?
How's everybody?
So here's the thing, Vinny. Well, not Vinny. It's kind of everybody. There's probably going to be more like obviously like internet issues, but like the audio, I think, cut out. The further you go outside, the more like wind noise, anything like that, it kind of you end up not hearing. But let me see if I can hear you now, Vinny. Say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, we're looking good, I think.
No audio?
It's a little glitchy. I like the Tint Wiz sign in the back. Oh, now I can see you. What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Perfect audio? Good. It's raining here in New Jersey today, man. Terrible day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, here in Houston, it's just overcast. It's been cloudy all day, no sunshine, just no rain. And it's funny how that works. When it's like that, my phone has only rang maybe 3 times. That's it. But when the sun's out, everybody and their mama's calling. Phone won't stop ringing.
Yeah. I'm from New Jersey, so we're just, we're just getting our busy season now. I feel, weather's just about to turn here, so we're starting to pick up. So it's.
I think that's the same everywhere, because it's starting to do that here as well. And what's helping, people are getting the stimulus checks, and instead of using it wisely, well, we love it. They're spending it on us.
But like, why is that not wisely? It's like the funniest thing that everybody jokes on people that spend their money on the stimulus. Like, it's like, man, it's like you gotta just. I know it's just a joke, but like, it's almost like you just gotta be like, it's a great decision, not be like you're such a dumbass. Like,
you can't tell people how not to spend their money.
We'll take it.
But I mean, what should people spend their money on if not window film? Like, what do you really think is going to happen here? Robinhood account? Like, why not get some window film?
Agreed.
Yeah. Yep.
PPF.
PPF. Yeah. What better thing to do than protect the car you're going to be paying for 8 years?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding. I'm just talking shit.
That's all good.
No, but what I'm saying is it's just funny that comes up because, look, if people weren't buying tint, everybody'd be like complaining. They are buying tint, and it's like the joke becomes, why are you wasting your money on tint? Well, we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. I mean, come on.
Not a waste. It's honestly, driving without tint sucks.
Investment. It does. And not because we do it. It does suck.
It sucks driving
Before this
without
became
tint.
a
It
profession,
sucks.
I had to have tint.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once you have it, it's very hard to not have it. You know?
Yep. Yep.
And I don't know about anywhere else. I've always been in Houston and Texas. It's always hot here all year round. So you gotta have this tint in Houston.
Vinny, you at your shop?
I'm not. I'm home already. I got 3 kids, so it's having my own shop. I actually I opened the shop last March 1st last year, right before coronavirus hit,
Congratulations,
and
kid.
they basically they were like, "Ah, you go outside, you're not going to live." So I kind of didn't work for like 4 months after opening my doors the first day, and then I just said I had to make it happen. I worked for somebody for 20 plus years, so we just got to move on. And the last few months have been great, and now I just opened up a second location closer to my house now. So you know, I'm fortunate. I got 2 brand new Hellcats, 2 2020 Denali's getting clear broad sitting at my shop right now. So it feels good to move on from where we've been last year. Because it was a rough start to you know make that move, but then coronavirus hit. So
Yeah.
all we could do is push forward, and be
Yep.
positive. You
Growth
know,
comes from it.
I
Really hard times.
yeah, it's a good learning curve. You see people talk about you know everything hard, and it makes you learn. And I'm learning every day, every customer, every Google review, how'd you find me? Google. Oh, really? That's awesome. I can't do anything better than organic, real leads, from something I'm creating. So it's really cool.
That's it. And those people who find you and trust you and want to go with you, like that's a different process than like anybody can get a lead. Like you can pay for a lead, but that kind of lead is different than when somebody finds you because of, like the quality of work that you do or because of your reviews or because your website
Hmm.
organically popped up. That's different than a lead that's captured some way and then just kind of sold. So like
Correct.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it feels good, man. It's what I've worked. I've been in the industry like 22 years now, and my brother taught me everything. He's been in it like 28, 29 years. So it feels good to do it for yourself, and that's what a lot of guys in this industry, they strive for, but they don't make that move. And I had to. It's not just me; it's my brother as well. So there's 2 of us that were providing for 2 different families now, and move on, hire some more people soon, hopefully, and you know, training is the main thing.
Do you think like if your brother wasn't in the industry, wasn't your like partner, wasn't doing the same thing at all, like completely, he was a dentist, and you were on the same path as you are, do you think what I'm getting at, I guess, is do you think there is like a big value in like going on your own because you have somebody like your brother there to kind of feel supported
Absolutely,
by?
absolutely. My brother's top 100 installer in the country as well. So remote starts, he can do 10, 15 remote starts a day himself, and then we can go and tint 10 cars after that and do PPF and do we call wrap cars. We do car audio in Mercedes and BMWs and everything. So we're I wouldn't have the confidence without him to do it. We're like we mesh well together. He holds this window, I'm spraying and laying it down. He don't even have to say a word. He don't have to say anything. It's a real pleasure having somebody that I can not only trust with everything. It's hard to trust people nowadays because
Right.
a pack of Olfa blades. There's only 3 in there. Nobody's gonna miss them. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I don't have to worry about those things. So
Yeah.
I got a good group of guys that I actually just started doing like paint correction and ceramic coating as well. So every day is just something new. The more I can learn every day, the more I push forward and just try and create a stronger team for myself and my family, because they're considered my family. It's what I've grown for years. I grew a company in this retail setting from 1 store to 5 stores, doing $100,000+ each store a month. So I ran 5 of those. my two or nothing. You know what I mean? I do all that work myself between two stores, me and my brother, and one guy.
And that's,
You know,
and let me kind of just ask you, I guess, or put some words in your mouth potentially. Like, I feel like, that's your path. You did it before, and now you're doing it on your own for your own business. Like, there's a value in that experience that you worked for someone else that you carry forward. So it really is about like a journey, not necessarily just like a specific endpoint, right? Because like sometimes people jump into their business from day one and maybe you don't get to see that other side of the experience working for someone, right? Or no?
well, I worked for a guy. He only had two stores when I started, and then I became his right hand man. My brother was there 5 years before I started, but he knew that I was the customer oriented, and I learned how to tint in a couple weeks. It was in those paths that I've strived to get to where I'm at. There was a lot of learning, and I feel the place I worked at for a long time almost pushed me out the door and said, "Go ahead, try it." You know what I mean?
Well,
See
yeah,
what
that's the
you know,
worst.
like and
Yeah.
not for me. That drives me.
Oh no,
That
that's the
makes
worst
me
for them.
feel.
They put a rocket under
Oh
your
yeah.
ass. Like they put
Well,
the
and
fuel
that's
you
the
need.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And when I knew that I cared more about that company than the owner, I knew it was time for me to go. When it was everything was just a number, and I cared more about how every customer felt about us, and it just wasn't the right setting anymore.
You're gonna
Time
drive
to
from
go.
that bitterness forever. Like you can pull from it. Like in times of like struggle,
Oh,
you think, "Fuck that guy." Like I'll show him.
me and my therapist talk about it on the regular. About just I'm so busy, I'm overwhelmed. She goes, "Well, that's what you wanted, but at least it's for yourself now." And I go, "You're absolutely right. I can't say anything else more to that." And now it just drives me every day. I just bring it.
Speaking of busy AF, what's up, Haas? Welcome to the
What's up?
Tint Wisdom.
Busy ain't the word, dude.
So did you
Where are you
just recently
located at,
go?
Haas?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That's all good. Where are you located?
I'm in North
Sunny
Carolina.
there. Nice, nice.
Well, the sun is setting back there, so it's almost over.
It's raining here, so lucky you.
Haas, did you recently just go from kind of being like just yourself to hiring and growing? Yeah.
Yes,
So I mean,
yes,
just
I
for
have
context, you recently opened your shop for the most part, right? Like,
June of last year. Yes, sir.
okay. And then
Yep.
it was just you until
Up until probably about a month and a half, about a month ago, month and a half, somewhere in there.
so about 8 or 9 months
Um,
alone, and then you hired somebody.
that's correct. And basically, her job is just working up front, really. But in the past week and a half, she's actually started prepping windows, cleaning windows, and laying quarter glasses. She actually did a back glass. She laid a back glass on that Subaru Legacy today.
How long has she been tinting?
So
30 years?
no,
I'm just kidding.
less than 2 weeks.
All right. So my question to you is for
Awesome.
anybody out there who doesn't have, maybe they're working by themselves, or maybe it's them, but they're looking for an admin person. And they're wondering, well, when do I hire it? I don't know if I can afford it. I don't know if it should be now or later. I mean, you just did it. What do you have to say? Like, how do you put that into?
Well, and for me, the biggest reason why I wanted to hire somebody to come on and help me was the simple fact that I was answering phone calls and talking to customers, ringing them up, sending them out the door. And time is money. Let's be real. And for a week, I every time I talked to somebody, I wrote it down, like the actual time, the amount of time that I was either bringing them in. Sorry about the chickens, my neighbors. But
I was wondering about
anyways,
that a little. I was like, who is that?
yeah, my neighbor's got a bunch of chickens and some homing pigeons, and it's weird. But anyways, um, the wow, I lost my train of thought. Fucking chickens. Um, so yeah. Anyways, for a week, I wrote down the time frames of me talking to somebody when they walked in the door, me talking to somebody to get them out of the door, me talking on the phone, giving price quotes, me going on Tint Wiz and sending proposals and quotes and stuff like that. And out of a week's time frame, it averaged daily 3 hours. 3 hours is what it was taking from me a day. That's
A
really and
day.
truly two. Yeah, that's 2 cars.
And the profit on
Yeah.
2 cars, you can just fill in your own blanks and then say, well, what do you pay somebody to work those 3 hours versus the profit that you would make being, tinting 2 more cars? And it's like pretty obvious, yeah?
Yeah, because I so with her started out at $8 an hour. And I explained to her, once you get it down and you're able to start actually like selling the film, upgrading the film, and so on and so forth, probably bump you up to $10 an hour plus some type of commission per upgrade or something along those lines. And she was completely cool with that. And her first day when I kind of like let her own her own as far as like talking to customers when they come in and stuff like that, she upsold 3 tent jobs.
Cool. Cool.
So and like I said, recently she started inquiring more about the actual process of tinting windows, and with the way my schedule's been the past week, 2 weeks, it's definitely helping. Hell, I had
Hey, you
my
grab a squeegee.
yeah, my I had my wife actually come up to the shop today, and if nobody knows, she's where is she at? 26, 27 weeks pregnant with twins. She was slinging film today. She was
Makes it
laying
only.
film for me. My other girl that works for me now, she was prepping windows, and like I said, she ended up going back and installing that back glass on the Subaru Legacy while I was getting the sun strip cut out for the other car. So,
That's awesome. Good luck,
and
man. That's
yeah, I'm
Was
still thinking about potentially hiring somebody else and actually having them as a just strictly window tinter and not answering phone calls or anything like that. Because obviously, even though the new girl's helping me, she still has to stop and go answer phone calls and stuff like that. So just because hell, it's Wednesday and next week's almost all completely booked up, and I'm booking into the following week.
I think everybody who's in the window film industry, for the most part, realizes at some point that answering phone calls, emails, text messages, and everything, it's a full-time job for somebody.
It is.
Regardless of if you have somebody it's a full-time job. It just is because it becomes so much at some point, you know?
Yep.
those chickens are gonna be mad you're eating that Chick-fil-A over there, man.
Ah, eat more chicken.
That's what they were saying, right?
That's funny.
Congratulations on your twins, by the way. And I'm curious, do you feel like part of why you hired so quickly had to do with the fact that you have twins on the way? Like to get more help because you're going to be more busy,
The
or
the
no?
first person, no. The first person, no. If I can get my hands on somebody that I feel like I can train rather quickly, yes, 100%. Because then I'll be able to take a week or two off. I've already put some feelers out there to potentially have a guest tinter at my shop so that I can come home and be with my family. Um, and my shop would still run itself.
That's
Yeah, I'd
really
So
come down there and do that. I'd come down there for a week and help you out. If you lined up work like that, I'd drive. I'm from New Jersey. I would drive 8 hours to do that. You know,
well,
that'd
I'd
be
probably
cool.
put
That'd
you
be
somewhere to
cool.
stay.
Yeah, that's cool though. Like,
that's really
giving
cool.
back in that way. Yeah, that's cool.
It's cool in the
Yep.
sense like Jason, Tinter, Jason Omeleski.
Yeah.
He's like kind of like in my mind, like the traveling tinter. Like that's, I think he says he's a but like, I don't know, whatever. But,
Yeah.
and you think about traveling for training, you think about traveling for fun and to help out and kind of like meet some other people. But there's probably a handful of people right now that have tint shops that need to step away for a week or two. Like Austin Cook, he just gave,
Yeah.
well, his wife Michaela just gave birth. Congratulations to them. He posted videos of him in the hospital room with his newborn baby while he was doing burpees, keeping it real. And what I'm just simply saying is, like, whether you're giving birth, whether you're, God forbid, ill, whether you have to travel for something, having this kind of, person who could come step in for a few weeks and like run things is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yep. Yep. Especially for somebody like in as it stands right now, like in my case where I'm the tinter, I'm the owner, I'm the tinter, like it's me.
One man band.
Yep. And if I have to take a week off, then that's that. Like there's no income.
Call one of the travel tinter crews and they just show up and they handle it.
Yep.
I come with another one. I come with 4 hands.
What part of Jersey are you from, by the way?
Middle New Jersey, like Middlesex County, Central Jersey. Well, I have a shop in South Toms River, and then one up here in North, like New Jersey, where I'm at. So
nice.
It's but I drive to Cape May, and I'll do, my cousin's a fireman in Cape May, a volunteer fireman. I'll drive down there, and he'd be like, hey, 4 of my buddies need their cars tinted in. The other 3 need auto starts. Me and my brother go down there, bang out 7 cars, and drive home that night. 2-hour drive, bang out 8 cars, and drive home for 2 hours.
Nice.
So it's
I went to Pennsylvania last year with my mobile setup. I've got a mobile truck and trailer, and
sweet.
my wife, her father is from Hanover, PA, and there's no window tint shops really within that area where they're at. And a bunch of people, hey, can you tell your son-in-law to bring his trailer and truck up here and tint my windows? And so they ended up setting me up 4 days full worth of work. So we used it as kind of like a family vacation and drove up there. And while we were there, I used his garage. And every day, I think I did 7 on the first day, and then 4 on the next 3 days.
That's a great day.
Yeah. It's a great vacation.
Travel for it,
while you're on vacation.
Yeah. Making money away.
They all paid a traveling fee. Like they all split a traveling fee. So
that's awesome. That's a good idea. It's a really good idea.
Yep.
How do you suppose we give these dash protectors away? Any ideas, anyone?
I don't know. I just got mine in here. I had one last week.
So, look, I'm glad you brought that up, actually, because I kind of forgot that you got one. Did you use it yet?
I have not. I got it at 3:30 this afternoon.
Good answer then, because I was going to ask you how you like it, but I don't want pressure on you to say something good. Kind of just wanted your authentic feedback. But if you haven't used it, we'll just hold that.
It seems like it's made of good quality material. I'll say that, and I've got to do a little bit more research on it as far as how I'm supposed to use it, because I can't remember if it was WFR or one of the tent groups. Somebody posted a picture saying, "Man, I ripped it and I just got it today." And
I've seen that.
There was a comment. I think it was from the guys that sell it. They were talking about having it flipped a certain way or something.
So
I did notice that the white part has a shiny side, and then the other side has more of a
right. So
flat.
So when we're talking about the edges, that it's actually a subtle difference. I don't know that I would have known that, but it's very clear once you know that one side of it is kind of like a little bit more of a felty kind of feel. The other side is clearly like a nylon, like shiny kind of feel, and the shiny part is the part that needs to be up. so that the water does not go through that part.
Okay.
Because this thin part
Okay.
is what's protecting really
Which
the edge.
it makes sense because of where the little soak rope is uh, sewn onto it.
Yeah, so I mean, the way it kind of the way I'm imagining this is going to work is the idea is, this is a different material, so it sticks in between. It's thin, so it sticks in between the dash better than like a thicker microfiber. So when you're going between the windshield and the dash, you don't have a thick piece of microfiber. And then I think the idea is that the water, this is waterproof, so the water is not going to absorb and kind of soak up there. It's going to roll one of two directions, either towards the rope and soak there,
Yeah.
or towards the microfiber and soak there, keeping this part completely dry. So, I haven't used it, but it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'll probably try it out tomorrow, most likely.
I thought this was cool too. Who uses QR codes other than Tint Wiz and these guys? But they put a cool way to learn more about the product with this QR code. So you can scan it for more information, and you could actually probably scan that screenshot if anybody wanted to, or go to their website. But I thought that was cool. So when you get it, it's not like a big bunch of paperwork, but they did make a way for you to actually learn how to use it. So I thought that was smart.
That's cool.
So, Vinny, I would like to give one of these great dash protectors to you. I feel like you've been on here for quite a while.
Bro. I appreciate that. I'll give you a good review on it. I tint 5 windshields a week at least. So.
By good review, honestly, I just want to be clear. By good review, and I think that's what you meant. I want an actual review so that if there's some way that it can be improved, the people who made it can know about that and actually improve it, because they seem like those type of people. And if it's a great product is, I want people to know so they can use it. And if it sucks, I want people to know so that they don't waste their money until it gets better. But I think it's great. Right. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks good. I see a lot of people using it. I mean, I use soak ropes, and then I put what are they, like chamois down. I'll put like 2 or 3 chamois down, and then I'll put some microfibers on top of it. So I really protect the dash, but I'll put it to the test. It looks, I tried to win one last week, so this makes up for it. You
won. I appreciate you jumping on this.
It's funny how that works. Yeah, anytime, man. I love this industry, and any way I can help. Even this guy here, take me up on my offer. Schedule your work. I would love to come down there and work for a few days for you and help your business keep going. You know what I mean? I would love to. It's the only way this industry is gonna grow. Like, look at what everybody's doing for this gentleman, Donnie Dixon. I mean, this is so amazing. Like, you think about our industry. My wife's a teacher, and I used to go to all these functions. They're like, well, what do you do for a living? You tint wind. You put stereos in cars. Yeah. That's what I do. And now they're all like, seeing it all take off. They don't know that our industry is a $1 billion industry. They don't get that. People love their vehicles, and I happen to like vehicles too. So, and it's how you pamper them and how you love your customers. It's you get more being nice to people than being a jerk. There you go. See, right there. What's that? Your son? Your daughter?
Yeah, that's my son.
Oh, so you're adding 2 more to the group? That's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
that's like
two girls.
Okay. Are you done?
Help.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. We're both getting fixed.
Done. Both, not even one.
It's
198.8% chance of never ever getting pregnant again.
That's awesome.
Awesome. All right, guys.
So
I got to cut out anyway. I got to help my wife put the kids to bed. So I appreciate the time, Eric, man.
Thank you.
I just started using your Tint Wiz like less than a month ago. So now hopefully it's going to put all my stuff in order for me. But I'm trying to learn it out, man.
Cool.
But it's definitely a help. I can't wait to get deeper into it. So
cool. Thanks for joining tonight. Thanks for being you. And talk to you really soon. Dash Protector on the way.
Thanks, man.
Take care.
Add me on Facebook. All right. I'm fixing to beat a youngin. You want him? You can have him.
Wait, what?
I'll put him in a box and mail him to you.
Who?
This guy.
Oh yeah, I'll take you up on that if that's a real offer. I don't have any
Yeah,
kids, and I do
you'll,
want one. That
you'll
seems
send
like
it
an
back.
easy way. Plus, you've
You
already
know
got
what?
started. You did the hard part. I feel like.
That's terrible. Hmm.
Patrick, welcome.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So it's funny you joined. Thank you for joining. I say funny because it
Wait a
was
minute.
literally the next thing on my tongue was Vinny was saying about how people look down upon the industry, kind of like maybe sometimes people, and I saw a post from a detailer and I cracked up because the detailer was saying how somebody said to him, "Oh, you're the car wash guy?" Like they couldn't believe, like you're the car wash guy, the tinter, whatever it is. And anyway, that was when we talked earlier, something I feel like, you were touching on for tomorrow's clubhouse, which is, more exposure to the industry can change even how it's just perceived.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we didn't get here overnight. I mean, our industry, for whatever it's worth, has earned the reputation in a lot of ways that we have, and I think we have to acknowledge that and try to figure out ways to help bring it out of that. I mean, again, I think there's a reason that people have a certain perception about our industry. It didn't just happen accidentally. So I think we have to identify that and start doing things to improve it.
Yeah.
Haas, are you going to be on the clubhouse tomorrow?
If I can get everything situated with my new iPad, yes.
Come on, man,
Thank you.
get that iPad going.
I hate. I'm gonna tell you something. As soon as I unboxed it and set it up, I locked myself out of it. I hate Apple. I hate it
How?
with a
How
passion.
though? How
I
did you
just
lock
hate
yourself
it.
out?
It
First of
wouldn't
all,
let me use. It wouldn't let me use an email that I already had for my business because it's a business iPad. That's what I'm using it for. And so it tells me, please set up a new email. So I set up a new email, and then it's like, hey, you need to verify this email. Well, I can't get into that email because Gmail don't even see it as being an email.
that sounds like 100% user error. 100% user error. That has nothing to do with Apple. I'm just saying.
Android doesn't do that.
Yeah, but in fairness, anything you're used to is just going to be easier. Anything new is going to have places you maybe stumble. So
And
yeah, go ahead.
I mean, hopefully, I got to believe Clubhouse is going to open things up to Android soon. I mean, how much longer can they hold out? I mean, I'm amazed they've made it this long without opening up to Android, to be honest.
Well, I spent $400 on it, so I hope I can get on tomorrow.
Well, anything I can do to help you get on, say the word. I want you on there.
I guess.
And that's, I think, going to be part of the discussion tomorrow. And I think it's a great one to dive into on Clubhouse, especially because so many people can just join in and contribute. So if you're not on Clubhouse yet, you got to get on Clubhouse, download the app. It's only for iOS, iPad, or iPhone, and then get in the Window Phone Pros group every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central.
Window film and Tint Wiz.
And Tint Wiz. That's it. It's Window Film and
Yeah.
Tint Wiz. But, just when you search it, that'll be the first word you see if you're typing keyword wise.
I think that, the cool thing, I like this format. This is the first time I've done one of these on Facebook Live. It's really kind of neat. I mean, it's too bad that this is kind of Clubhouse-esque, but it's only limited to 4 people. I mean, that's the one negative thing.
So we could switch softwares and then have up to 10.
Okay.
I don't know if that would be a disaster though. Like 10 people trying to be on a thing on a video. So I was like, I don't know that I need to do all that right now, but it's an
Do you
option.
guys notice a little bit of a lag, or is it just on my side? Like I kind of, when I'm talking, it feels like that it's a momentary lapse before you guys kind of hear everything I say. Like just a slight. So I feel like it might be prone to people kind of talking on top of each other because they don't really. There's a little bit of a lag there.
I think that always exists. There isn't like a delay between your audio and video, but there is always like a little bit of a, best to let somebody breathe for a second before you respond because, you know.
Cool. Well, I saw you were on here. I'm like, hey, let me jump on and say hi. I'm still at the office working through some stuff. I think everybody is just cranking right now. Everybody I talk to is like booked weeks out and just
Hmm.
completely pulling their hair out. They're so busy. So that's that's a great problem to have.
Patrick, before
I
you
mean,
go, I just wanted to really quickly point out if there's anyone out there who hasn't been watching Marketing Mondays, that's Monday morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. And where's the best direct place for somebody who hasn't watched in the past to find it for next Monday or to watch old episodes?
I mean, maybe I'll ask you guys since I'm on here. One of the things is right now it's been going, I've only been going Facebook Live within the Window Film Pros group. But I've had a lot of people because of what we're talking about ask me to have it public because maybe they're not in the group, or some of my clients even have said, "Hey, can I watch those?" I may start actually going Facebook Live on the iMagnet page and then sharing it into Window Film Pros. That way, if somebody's not in the group, they can watch it there, and it still would be available within Window Film Pros too. But so far, all the episodes are in Window Film Pros, and if you just search for Marketing Mondays, there's six episodes I think in there right now.
So one suggestion just to throw out there, because like I do like that. I think that's a better than just doing it in the group is doing it on the page for iMagnet. But one suggestion is consider opening a separate brand new Facebook page just for Marketing Mondays. Call it Marketing Mondays. Put all your Marketing Mondays there. And then I'm just saying if one day you stop doing it, it's going to live there as an archive, as its own thing forever, where people could go through and binge watch a million of them, and they're not going to get kind of pushed down and lost by like other new things you're doing, in my opinion, because
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
what you're doing is a series that has value forever.
I mean, to be honest with you, I know you and I talked about it, even like launching the clubhouse room. I just sort of one day said, I'm going to start shooting these things, and really didn't put a whole lot of thought into it. And now here I am, six episodes in, and I'm like, there really it wasn't a whole lot of thought to like exactly how to format it. But I think you're right. I mean, there might be some benefit.
Because
One of the girls that works for me, Amy, is taking all 6 episodes, and we're going to put them up online with YouTube and a lot of other things as a full episode. And she's also going through every single one of them and finding like unique and questions that are like good pieces that might be like 3 to 5 minute segments, and we're creating separate like bite-sized pieces with individual things as well. So that may be something as well. But I like your idea of creating another page. It's one of those things, as you probably know, because I know you have a lot of things going on. It's like one more thing to pay attention to,
yeah, I mean,
sometimes.
just
But
stream directly to that page, share that page into the groups, and at least you know that they're all there and they won't get mixed up and lost. Because like I said, I think it's a series. I think forever it'll live on its own, and you don't want it to get mixed up, you know?
I actually was going to ask you too on Clubhouse, in the Clubhouse room. I was thinking about, potentially like us hosting some events to where I might invite somebody else that I know, like from another industry that's an expert in, like, I happen to have some people that are really like experts in Instagram marketing. Like they know more about Instagram marketing than by far than I do. They're the people I call when I need to know something, and just having them on and maybe doing a clubhouse session just on Instagram marketing and let them kind of be available to, help out on certain things. Cause I mean, there's people like, what do you think about that? Like having specific like
No
sessions
brainer.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know if that would fit better in Marketing Mondays, but you're sort of limited to the interaction. I like Clubhouse to where it's just like, boom, everybody can sort of just ask questions, and it can be very, very interactive. Sometimes, as you know from the Tint Wisdoms, it's hard to kind of keep one eye on the questions and, one eye on, be
Yep.
talking, but keeping one eye on what's going on in the questions and things like that. So,
Yep. 100%.
but
I say
but
do
yeah,
it.
I was thinking about that. I actually, real quick thing, and then I got to let you go. That if you guys, I was going to bring it up in Marketing Mondays, but for the people that are watching, if you're not using alt text in your Instagram ads or Instagram posts, start doing that. It's not very intuitive how to get to it, but if you do an Instagram post and you go all the way down at the bottom, there's advanced settings, and it allows you to actually input alt text into your images, and you can write. I just did one for a client where I had SunTech Reaction paint protection film on XYZ car, followed by da 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 da, and I just put in the alt text, and I think you'll find that your interaction with those posts, as far as how many people see it and things like that, grow. It also helps with accessibility for people that can't see and things like that, but it's kind of a little bit of a hack that not a lot of people are doing on Instagram that kind of gives you a little bit of a hint there.
And just like a little sprinkle on top, I think from my observation, posts with the alt text are more likely to actually be indexed on Google. So you don't see a lot of Instagram being indexed on Google. And to me, that's a huge value because and I'm not dismissing obviously the value of the post, but like you get indexed on Google on top of that, that could be like a forever win.
Yeah.
And that's just from
it's
a great suggestion.
You're right. I mean, that's the other thing is that it just, your post just gets a lot more exposure than it would without it. And a lot of people just don't. It's kind of not a feature that Instagram really puts out front.
That's why it's good. That's why it's good. That's why it actually has value. And those are the kind of things you have to know about ahead of time. Take advantage now, and then there's always going to be something new. But that's spot on. That's not common sense. That's, like you said, a little bit of a hack you have to look for.
Well, hey, I got to get going. I got to do a little bit more, but I just wanted to drop in and say hi. Thanks for doing this, Eric. It's great.
Thank you for being here. I'll see you tomorrow.
Man. Hey, tomorrow, man, get that iPad working.
That's the plan.
Clubhouse.
That's the plan.
All right, man. We'll see you guys.
Bye. Haas, how much time do you got?
All the time in the world.
All right, we don't need that much, but I do want to get your opinion on... You're going to be in the Tinter Battle. Tinter Battle's in Houston, June. You're not going to be in the Tinter Battle. You can't make the Tinter Battle, and you have a replacement that is in the Tinter Battle instead of you. But I just feel like you're still part of the Tinter Battle because you were originally supposed to be in there. Like, what do you think the chances of your old partner, David, have with your replacement, Rick, to beat the other teams?
I think they're going to do it.
Like, you really think that, like, if you're picking a team, so we're going to do this kind of officially. You're making a bet now. This will be recorded. This is recorded. Who are you betting on?
I'm going to say Dave and Rick. They've got it. I've tinted beside both of them, and both of them are super, super, super duper good tinters.
So Cody said David and Rick suck. Do you think Cody has any chance at this at all? Because he's the youngest one in the entire. So what I mean by youngest is least experienced. Do you think he has any chance? Or...
I've tinted beside him, so that's questionable.
Does that mean he doesn't have a chance, or you do like how he tints?
Cody having a chance? No.
No chance? Okay.
Rick and David can blow him out of the water.
All right. So Cody, we can completely forget about as far as having any chance at winning.
I don't know about Jared. I can't say about Jared because I haven't tinted beside Jared.
It's teamwork, and I feel like teamwork is not as strong as your strongest link. You're as strong as your weakest link, and you're calling Cody inexperienced, is what I'm hearing.
I didn't say that. Don't go there.
All right, and then you have let's see, you have Mike and Robert. Mike's got home field advantage. Robert also kind of has home field advantage in the sense he doesn't have to travel. So
does Carlos, because I mean, isn't he from Texas?
He doesn't have to travel either, but his partner does have to travel from across the country all the way in Colorado.
This is true.
So he'll be a little worn down from the travel.
Yeah. What is it? Was it when you fly? They call it something lag, flight lag or something like that. Jet lag.
I think it's airport margarita lag. And let's keep talking teams. All right, so we have Cody and Jared. We have Rick and David. We have Robert and Mike. We have Jason and Carlos, and then we have Billy and Sean. So
Billy and
you
Shaw, are they
already picked
still a thing? Because I didn't see Jason's thing on Instagram. So are
with
they still
Billy.
together? Yeah.
So then let me ask you
Okay.
this: who's going to be in second place behind Rick and David?
Rick and David, and then I think I don't know. I really don't. It's too early to tell. I haven't seen enough smack talk between all of the other teams towards Rick and David.
Cody said, "Who cares? They aren't first." That's true. So I guess what you're saying, Cody, is first place matters. That'll be you. And he said, only ones you need to worry about is him and his dad, Jared. And I know the term that's been thrown around when Jared's name comes up is unstoppable. So I think there's a certain level of obviously like experience, father son camaraderie. You're talking about they're the only team that works together on a daily basis. So their teamwork is going to be at a different level than two people who are tinting together maybe for the first time or for the fifth time. I mean, it's a different level. You're talking about somebody who's they've done this for years and years and years together.
I could see that. I could see that.
It's a
But
big
I would,
advantage.
I would, I will tell you, when I tended with David Carley, I don't know what about a month ago, maybe.
Mhm.
It was like it was he and I tended together like we had been tending together for many, many, many years. When I went to Georgia at Jeff Welch's spot, was it last year, year before last, and Rick showed up. Me and Rick tended together like we had been tending for many, many, many years ago
So I mean,
together. So I feel like whenever David and Rick when they get on a car together, it's done.
so what about this? You think David and Rick, and I mean they obviously have a lot of experience, but like we haven't really talked about Dave Dillinger and Dean Mitchell. And you're talking about Dean Mitchell, I'm just saying, obviously travels the country
Sure,
training, but also
sure,
like multiple occasions can even train people via FaceTime.
sure.
So he has a level of like tinting with people, being in different environments that I also think play a factor.
So
It's
you you
actually really
you you
interesting.
you were a flat glass tinner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When's the last time you laid flat glass?
My mom's house. Do graphics count or just tint? I
No,
don't know.
tint.
Years. It was definitely years. It had to have been at least 4 years.
Do you think you'd be a little bit rusty right now if you were to try to go lay some flat glass?
No doubt the first piece wouldn't be as good as the second piece, as good as the third piece, and so on. Yeah, no doubt.
Sure. So I
So who are
think
you
that's going to
calling
hurt
Rusty
me.
here?
No, I'm not saying rusty. I'm just saying that it's going
You
to cause a
are.
little bit of a problem with Dean.
Okay, so Dean's Rusty is what you're saying.
Well, I mean, he's got age on him too, so there's that.
How old is Dean?
He's way older than I am.
He looks young to me. I don't know. I feel like he's like 40 something. How old are you? 30 something?
34.
So I'm older than you, unfortunately. Like, I mean, I think,
So I mean,
nobody wants to get old.
I would consider you being rusty.
Look at the gray hair, too.
Yeah.
I was,
Why do you think I'm outside in black and white right now so you can't see mine? I don't have none.
all right. So I don't know. They're guessing everybody's age now. First of all, Rusty, I believe, was Bob. Bob is actually the Rusty Squeegee,
Yeah.
but he's going to be commentating alongside me.
Apparently, Carlos has got some WD-40 for him so that he can spread on some of his hinges.
Yeah. I mean, I just put it this way: whoever comes in last is going to be as, I feel like, irrelevant as that clock Carlos came out with.
Yeah.
You don't want to come in last in this. Like, if you come in second to last, you're all right. But if you're the last place, you're fucked after all this shit
Yeah,
talk.
but you come in second. Second place is first loser. So
No, it's second winner. That's why it's second.
no,
It's literally called
second is
second.
the first loser.
It is the
The
first
first
loser,
loser.
but you don't call it, hey, who's the first loser? You go, who's second? That's the second winner.
I mean, in this case, it would be considered the first loser.
Hey, I want to see this. I suggest everybody practice with their torch just in case some shit happens. That's all I'm saying. I'd be ready with a torch because at the end of the day, if the competition starts, it's whoever finishes, and if somebody doesn't finish because of whatever, that's a
Go
problem.
torch their tent. Go burn it right in the middle of.
Just saying. Hey, Liz asked a good question. Do you have any guesses from who you know who's going to be attending? Do you have any guesses as to who would be the best, most likely to win the cookie eating competition?
Oh, that's Cody, hands down.
I know that's an obvious pick.
Cody.
A
It's
lot
not
of
an
people
obvious
have been
pick.
saying Cody's going to be the winner of that. I feel like it's hard to guess stomach size because, like, when you look at the hot dog eating contest, the guy who's eating those hot dogs you wouldn't expect. Do you know what I mean?
Cody's gonna get it. Cody's got the cookie eating contest all day long.
So here's what I want to say. Here's what I'd like to do real quick. Just to, I know I'm just a commentator. I know I'm not in the competition and so on, but I would like to personally call out Cody that I am 100% certain that if I'm going to enter my name, so this is the way the cookie competition is going down. Everybody who's just visibly there, like if you're there on Saturday, you can enter the cookie eating competition. Everybody who enters, you just enter, it's free, and then we're going to pick 10 people at random. Those 10 are going to compete in the cookie competition. So there's no way to guarantee you're going to be in there, but just being there, you're going to be one of them. I'm going to put my name in the cookie eating competition because I want to actually compete. And I hope Cody also is picked to compete. And I will publicly say that I guarantee I will beat Cody in the cookie eating competition. I am so experienced at eating cookies that I'm certain that I can win the competition. And I just want to call out Cody. I'm just putting that out there.
Well, if you send me a box of or a couple of boxes of cookies and I have them by that date,
Done.
I will enter the cookie eating contest at my home.
Done. Virtual cookie entry right
I'm
there.
chilling with my brand new twins.
We're going to have a virtual cookie eating competition entry right there. That means you're a guaranteed entry if you're going to be doing it that way. And that opens up, I think, to more virtual entries. And I know we can do it. We could probably do 10 to 100. We could probably do up to 100 cookie eating virtual competitors at a time live, now that I think about it. So that's a thing now. Thank you for the suggestion. You're in. I look forward to beating you too.
Nah. I can eat more than Cody.
That's fine. So you'll be the first loser.
No.
All
No.
right. Well, I look forward to it. So I don't know. You want to wrap this thing up?
This is your show, pal. I'm just here.
Well,
I told you I would get on, so I'm on.
I need you to help me pick a winner for the second Dash Protector towel that we're giving away.
Let's see.
DashProtector.com. How are we going to pick this winner? This is the Dash Protector. And look, I just want to be real clear and transparent because I don't want people to get crazy ideas. Dash Protector was kind enough to give these away. Anybody wants to give something away to people watching? My answer is yes, because it's awesome for people watching. They're not a paying sponsor. I don't have paying sponsors. I don't necessarily want paying sponsors. I just want to say that this is something that they just wanted to give away to people who are watching, and I totally support that. And anybody who wants to give things away, supply it and we'll give it away. And thank you to them for giving these away because I think that's really kind of them and a great way to get it out there. So I just want to put that out there. That I don't really do
Cody
paid
won't
endorsements. Go ahead. Who's winning, Huss?
Cody won't in.
Cody wants into the video?
Yeah, he said I got some shit to say.
Oh, well, join. Here's a link, Cody, by all means.
Here, let me make room for him. Oh, wrong way. Let me slide over here.
Were you talking shit?
A little bit.
All right. Well, so far Cody hasn't joined, which I
Come on,
think
Cody.
is kind of maybe he's like scared. I don't know, but
David Carley said he's eating.
the level of shit talking is on a next level. And really quick, I want to point out the funniest or like something that stands out to me that the window tint community you know, it's kind of known that maybe years ago it was like a big shit talking, like maybe a little like Wild West. And then now it's gone in this very friendly, you know, like a little more loving, like a little more like you can post questions and not be torn apart. And then
Yeah.
it's funny that now it's evolved into like, well, there's going to be a segment where people talk shit, but it's all in good humor. It's fun and it actually brings people closer together. So the shit talking has come full circle and has turned itself into something that now brings in money for charity and has put smiles on faces and brings an event together. So, you know, go window film community because that's fucking awesome. I love it.
Yep.
All right. Well, it looks like Cody's not going to join after all.
Guess not.
I'm just shit talking to
Let's
Cody to get him in here. I'm hoping he joins.
He's just being a little bitch. That's all.
Cody's joining. He named himself Rest in Peace Devash. What's up, Cody?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, listen, I can hear you perfect. You need to move to your right about 6 inches.
I'm hearing a fucking echo. Hold on now. It's crazy.
It might be the spaceship headphones you have on.
No, you got to close out the other.
How this shit
your
work?
other tab.
Yeah.
Hold on. How did it get moved? Fuck.
There you
All
go.
right.
You moved.
Look, you have the audacity, all right, to come at me like that. All right. First off, I got the Texas Titty Master down there, Carlos, who's talking all this shit. Fucking big ass squeegee, little ass arms. It ain't gonna happen, man. All right. I got Hoss, Mr. Clean over here talking shit. Take the head off. Come on, we want to see the bald head. Look at that. Nighttime is shining. I have Eric the Wizard Devash. All right. Talking
Spare me.
shit about his cookies.
I just wanted a cookie competition with you, Cody. That's all. I was trying to call you
Oh
out.
my God. I did not do all the practice eating in all 22 years to get beat by you. All
Cody,
right?
you can't tell how much I've stretched my stomach by eating pizza and cookies every single night for the last who knows how many years. So I'm just letting you know that I'm well prepared and
I am ready to go the rounds needed. All right. I am there. Who'd let him in?
Oh, well. Cody, now I know you just walked in my right now, so someone just got about 100 pounds heavier now that I got your little body on there. So what do you got to say?
I hear an echo. Is his internet like not even working?
Oh.
I think you're hearing the
How are you
ticking from the
doing?
clock.
The hell you doing? You need help?
Damn,
You okay?
man.
You're already nervous. Already fucking shit up.
I can't even see anything. What the hell?
I can see you perfect.
What are you
Everything's
doing?
Perfect.
We haven't even started tinting yet. You're already nervous.
I know what it is. He spent all his money on that really big squeegee, so now he's operating off of like an iPhone 4 or something like that, where they got like the teeny little screen.
I'm trying to figure out what he's compensating for. I don't get it.
Compensating for what, Cody?
Yeah, why do you have that big squeegee? Huh?
Because I have to deliver big ass whoopings with it. Look, credit where credit is due. I know everybody knows who's watching because I'm with Devash. You're taking home that cookie eating contest.
No problem.
Oh, snap.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
You guys need to put some respect on my name. All right.
I don't know. I think now that Eric's opened it up and I'll be able to enter via my house.
Hoss, you're going to be
Cody, I think
feeding
I'm
the
gonna
cookies
get-
to your kids, all right? We don't even want to worry about that.
Hey, Carlos, let me
Cody.
ask you this. Carlos, let me ask you this real quick. You have Cody and Jared have the most experience working together out of any group, any team. Do you think that's going to play a big factor, being that this is a group competition? And the saying is, you're as good as your weakest link. And usually, like in like sports too, when people come together to play, usually it takes a little like getting to knowing. Like you could put two great players on a basketball team, but they still don't win a championship their first year around because they need to work together kind of more consistently. Do you think that gives them the biggest edge?
Hell no. Look, let me explain something. First of all, working with Cody, we're tinting a Dodge Charger. Now, if we were tinting like one of those, then maybe Cody could wedge his little fat ass in there, a four-door car. Whether it's, I mean, you work together, but at the end of the day, between Tint Dude 3 and the Texas Squeegee, it's a brotherhood, and we're taking home the gold come June 12th.
I'm going to disconnect myself and just let you two talk shit to each other because I don't think I should be here.
You know, really and truly, I think I should have picked like a 92 Del Sol or something to tint. That would be epic to watch Cody get
so
into
many
the
of them
car.
still on the road, huh? Yeah, there's so many of them, right? Now, look, now if we were tinting fucking Honda Civics and Toyota Corollas, all right, Carlos, you'd be good. We get it. All right. But look, we got a Dodge Charger, okay? You're not doing shit on that car, and we know it.
Can we go over real quick what is the winner judged based off of? Like, how is the winner decided?
How much they pay Mike Burke?
No. Hold on, Eric. I get what you're asking. We're wasting time talking about how the winner is gonna be decided. Everybody knows we're just taking this one. So, all right, let's go ahead and just skip to the.
Yeah, but how?
Spoiler alert.
How?
Okay.
Who are the judges?
Well, we got Lightning Mike, we got Marco, and then I think we're going with the Carbonator, Ralph Van Pelt. I think that was the name.
So to me, that's going to give a big
we're good.
How do you know that it's not going to get swayed to either Rick's direction because of his relationship with one of the judges, or to Dave Dillinger and Dean Mitchell because of their ties with Expel, and you're talking about Sunstopper and so on. I feel like, how do you know this is going to be impartial judging?
Mike, if you're watching, if we win, I'll be a Sunstoppers. We'll sign up.
Well, this is why the Texas Squeegee brought in Marco Cazorla, because we have a few judges that might be a little bit biased, but Marco is a straight arrow, the big brown man himself. Marco might be with Expel. That guy is a fair judge. He's on nobody's side. He wants to see the winner, and the winner is going to be the Texas Squeegee.
You know what? You bring up a good point. I know Marco with certainty is an impartial judge. So I feel like, not to say anything about Mike Burke, I don't know if he's an impartial judge. And then Ralph Van Pelt, again, who the hell knows? Impartial judge. But I do know that Mike has been a judge at another tint-off, so he has experience judging competitions. And then Ralph Van Pelt, obviously, been around for decades and decades. So, interesting.
So there's biases on one end, there's biases on the other. So it kind of levels the scale right down the middle with the big brown one, Marco himself.
I don't like scales. Not a fan of them.
Did anybody see the video that Sunstoppers put out about the competition? They put it out today on their YouTube channel, Sunstoppers' YouTube channel, with Dean Mitchell and Dave Dillinger. Two of probably, if there was betting odds, I feel like they might be the most favored. That's my guess. I feel like if we were to have odds on this, like somehow if there were betting odds, I think more people would think that they're the favorite. Did you happen to see what they look like in the video today that Mike Burke put out?
I saw it.
I got tagged. I didn't even watch it.
Did it make anybody like worried? Did you feel like maybe they're training on another level, or they're getting together and maybe doing anything that's going to give them an advantage?
Eric, let's cut the crap, man. We're talking about this.
We're not cutting the crap. I think people should watch the video, and I'm curious if you were a little worried because there's a drug test involved, and I'm just curious what you think of this whole thing. There's a weigh-in involved. There's a whole thing now.
Whoa.
I don't know. I think you're going to have issues with Mike Burke being a judge just because he's already drank Dean and Dave's Kool-Aid.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was Kool-Aid, man. But look, Dean, man, look, we're shooting episode number 6 for the Texas Tint Wizdom reality show. we're doing a drug test with the Texas squeegee, and we're going to see how that's going to compare to the test results that Dave Dellinger and Mean Machine Dean Mitchell got from Mike Burke. So that being said, stay tuned, because I don't think them training for this competition is really them coming out of retirement. The Texas squeegee tints every single day. So you know
and
how
just to bring up like the drug testing, because I know it's kind of out of left field, and Jay asked drug test question mark. So Mike Burke did a video with Dave Dillinger and Dean Mitchell, and I guess Mike Burke's angle on it is kind of like what we were talking about earlier, cleaning up the industry, cleaning up what people like, how they look at the industry and associate. So he had an idea that everybody who's in this competition, just like a sporting event, should get drug tested beforehand. So I guess that's part of what he did when he met up with them, to see if they were doing anything that might give them an advantage.
The only thing in my piss is going to be Monster, Red Bull, and Starbucks.
So if you want to see that video, go to their Sunstoppers YouTube channel and you'll see it. It's also in social. But Carlos, I know your personality lends itself to being cocky and kind of being like confident. Maybe not cocky. I'm sorry, confident. But I think you have some legitimate competitors on your hands. So like, I just don't know how this is gonna. You better win, or else it's gonna be hard to swing your big squeegee around after the competition. That's all I'm saying.
It's getting retired.
I tell you what, man. I usually when I found out that Dave and Dellinger and Dean Mean Machine Mitchell were competing against the Texas squeegee, my training regimen's changed a little bit, but I was running circles, right? I got to work on my circles because I run circles around all of these guys. But then Cody got on here, and I was like, snap! This circle circumference just got a whole lot bigger. So the training has gotten a little bit more intense. Cody, boom, that is a real challenge. But at the end of the day, circles will be ran, and they will be ran by the Texas around every single person and competitor that's competing at Tintertainment Tinter Battles 2021.
You better win, Carlos. That's all I got to say for you, bro.
And I say, you talk all this shit.
You better win.
I don't know how everyone keeps saying we're at the bottom. All right, look, cocky Carlos, you're at the bottom. All right, that big ass squeegee weighing you down. All right.
We need to I think there needs to be some sort of odds or bet, like some sort of like where everybody kind of picks who they think's going to win, like first, second, and third. Because like we need to have some sort of poll and kind of get an idea who's the favorite, who's second, who's kind of third, and so on. Because, there's all this shit talking, but then it all gets forgotten once somebody wins, because then everybody's on the bandwagon of the winner. I think it's important to say, who do you think's going to win now? Something to compare to afterwards.
What's that, Hoss? Is that your lunch money for the week?
No. That would be your lunch money for the day.
I'm eating good over here, buddy.
I know.
All right, so real quick, Rick Tallman, I know you're watching. I just want to throw this out here. If anybody wants to join this, it has to be with the link that's in the chat comments. So like if you call me on Skype, if you message me on Google or on Facebook, like there's no way for me to add you in here. It's only through that link. So if you keep calling my phone, it will not ever work. Use the link. That is the only way. I just want everybody to know.
So I got a prediction to ask from people, actually. Since Cody, you have to take a piss test and a weigh in. So let's guess Cody's weight.
So real quick, before we do that, I just wanted to point out Dave Dillinger's comment. He said, is it important to remember who loses? I mean, I feel like it's going to be like whoever really loses in last place is going to be forgotten. I don't think it's going to be remembered. I think it's just important to maybe place your bets. But I think the losers, it's going to be a tough one to come back from this. And
Sean talking shit too?
Say again?
I think Sean's talking shit too on Carlos. What is he saying?
Oh, Sean was in here earlier too. Thank you, Sean. Sean was one of the first people to join tonight.
What did he say?
He said, forget anything Carlos says.
That's it?
That's all I got. He said, don't forget.
I guess he's claiming up too.
Sean, the ultimate Tint Warrior, and that's all he has to say with all these little 32,000 subscribers of Tint Warrior Battalion?
So Sean put out a video on
Look
Sunday.
at me. I have a Tesla.
On Window Tint Warriors. And if you haven't been to the channel, Window Tint Warriors, watch the video he just put out a couple days ago. And it's pretty fucking hilarious. And Carlos, I'd like to get your take because it kind of put a lot of jabs towards you. I thought it was hilarious. Did you find funny out of it, or did it kind of like infuriate you?
Well, whenever I was watching it, I kept laughing my ass off. And I'm like, man, this is just, it's funny. And they were like, and I had some people around like Texas Squeegee, and I said, why are you laughing so much? And then they were like, is the video that funny? And I was like, no. What's funny is the ass beating I'm gonna put on him whenever he comes down to Houston and takes home a big old Texas Squeegee size imprint right in that big old forehead of his.
Is this competition just for speed?
No.
I hope not.
If it's a tent battle, I don't know. But if you're talking about the YouTuber wars between Sean the Ultimate Tint Warrior, and the Texas Squeegee, this is a battle to the death. I mean, this is your fault, Eric. This is what you wanted.
So can I ask you a question? And the reason I keep asking about the rules is because people have actually asked me about the rules. And somebody that's actually competing asked me about the rules. Like one of the teams, like somebody from one of the teams asked me about it. And they specifically, and now I'm going to kind of throw them under the bus. I'm not going to mention who it was, but their idea was to put their liner under one of the other tinters, potentially like to have their other tinter step on a liner, slip and fall, and that be part of like why they lose. And I kind of thought it could like literally hurt somebody and like might not be the best idea to do. So like I feel like it's important to define some rules, because if not, you're going to have kind of things like this where somebody might like set somebody on fire while they're tinting so that they don't finish the car. Like this could get kind of crazy is all I'm saying. Because why is somebody suggesting causing another tinter to fall?
You don't want my fat ass falling. I ain't getting back up.
I mean, what is going on is what I'm saying.
I think if they allow it in wrestling, it should be allowed in the tinter battle.
All right, I'm bringing a steel chair. All right, Carlos, you come near me. I got you.
I want to know who cuts their forehead first. Carlos has already got a blade under his hat ready to go right now, don't you?
Yeah.
You have an Olfa under your hat ready to cut your forehead.
Yeah. But I guess what is it like? Is there like a serious question about rules, or does everybody kind of know what's
I don't know that anybody knows. Does Cody, do you know how you're going to win? Based
Eric,
off of
who was it? Just call him out. Who asked that dumbass question?
I can't,
Come on.
I promised
who was
I
it?
wouldn't. I promised I wouldn't say anything. And that's not the only thing they have planned. That's the thing. So like, I don't want to put him out there because then you're going to watch for it.
Yeah, I mean, well, like,
what'd you say now? I forget.
Realistically, as far as the rules go, the installation you can install however you want. Bottom loading, wet shrink, dry shrink, whatever. Like we're judging the end result.
Is it who finishes first, or is it who does the cleanest job?
Oh, I can finish first. Wait, it sounded wrong. Hold on.
What? Hold on. I don't know if I got it. Carlos, is it just speed, or is there a time limit and then it's the cleanest installation at the end of the time limit? And then, or is it speed, or is it both, or is it up to the judges? Is it technique?
It's a 1 hour time limit, and they're judging the finished product.
Okay.
So
if you're Sean, 1 hour.
Yeah, if you're Sean and you want to bring a freaking crane to dismantle the vehicle down to its frame and tint the windows like the want to do a 10-stage install, go for it. As long as it's done within 1 hour, at 1 hour it stops. Even if you messed up a glass and then you're like halfway, 1 hour, it's done.
So if you do a window you're not happy with it, you have plenty of time, you can redo that window and keep on keeping on.
Yes, yep, that's exactly it.
Yeah. Dave Dillinger said with windshield.
With
windshield included?
Not really, but you know what? You know what might be an interesting one? Let's discuss it now. If they do a windshield, is that like one of those bonuses? Could they gain? Could they be hurt? I don't know.
I ain't doing no damn windshield.
This is coming from the guy that has the cut third brake lights out.
Hey, you know what?
I have to, damn it. It's the law.
Hey, what would be an say we just keep it 4 doors in rear, and man, who knows? I don't know. Fuck. Why don't we just do a separate?
Now look at it. Dave
Why don't
and
we do
Dean are supposed to be all high and mighty. They're supposed to be the best there is. Make them do the fucking windshield. Make them do all the extra work. They're supposed to be the best, you know? Let them.
Now you're wanting to put a handicap on them.
Hey, they're the oldest, you know? They got the most experience, all this extra shit. Let them do it.
Hey, even your nemesis wants a windshield.
So
David Carley wants a windshield.
You guys.
it seems like a windshield could be a very important part of the.
I like the bonus point. I
think it's a minimum. I feel like are you a tinter if you can't get a windshield in there last minute?
A clean
Eric,
windshield.
You can't even tint a fucking quarter window. All right, what are you talking?
Oh, Cody, your odds are going to go down and down and down.
Hey,
hey, so real quick, I think so. We're at a 4-person limit. I think I want to kick somebody out so we can get another person in here because it feels like there's a lot of people who have something to say about this event.
Wait, I'm getting voted off the fucking island.
I can
since I'm not in it.
Before I go, everybody who's watching, make sure you guys follow Tintertainment on Facebook because I got a big announcement coming up later on, probably tonight, as far as the team goes. So stay tuned for that for sure.
All right. Well, Carlos, don't go anywhere. Haas, I'll kick you out for now. Yeah. I love you. Thank you for joining.
And just said, fuck you, Haas. I'm sorry.
Bye, Haas. It's just all right. So this opens up for another person to jump in. Rick Tallman, if you're still there, this is for you, buddy. Of course, if anybody else wants to join, I thought it would make sense if, since Haas can't make it and he picked his replacement basically on his behalf in a sense to represent, and that is Rick Tallman. I just wanted to open up the opportunity for him to jump in here if he's still watching. And then if not, obviously there's always Sean. If he has anything to say to Carlos, and then Dave Dillinger, and it's really open to anybody. I just figured it would be a good opportunity because I know Rick was watching earlier, and feel like he might have something to say.
So Carlos,
well, if you need to, you can talk to me.
I just got stuck doing the fucking Mini Cooper coupe today.
Why stuck? You got what do you mean?
It's what I had to work on today.
Yeah, but that's just a car. Who cares?
But it's Cody on the Mini Cooper. That's entertainment.
Oh my! Trust me, there's a video that's going to be coming out with it. Don't worry.
So Cody, what I would look. Carlos, obviously, there we go. I would real quick before we introduce Sean into here. I just wanted to point out, Cody, that Carlos has been putting out some videos. Sean has put out some videos. Sunstoppers and Dean and Dave have put out a video. I'd love to see you and your dad put out a video, get more of an idea of what you guys are doing to train and so on.
What's up, bitches?
On with the fresh haircut. And Rick.
Look at the fucking New Yorker in here.
Of what you guys are doing to train and so on.
Carlos, what are you sitting in, a Honda Accord? Honda Civic.
On with the fresh haircut. And Rick.
Look at the fucking New Yorker in here.
Whoever's watching the Tint Wizdom, you want to shut that off as well. Just want to point that out.
Carlos, what are you sitting in, a Honda Accord?
Beautiful. What's up, Rick? Welcome to Tint Wizdom. Sean from Window Tint Warriors, welcome to Tint Wizdom. And we have
Rick's got red sunglasses on.
And just real quick, I just want to again just talk to everybody. If you're trying to join now, we're at our limit, so I can't, it does not let me accept anyone else with the current setup. But welcome everyone to the shenanigans.
Eric, how long have you been doing this for? It's been like 2 hours, hasn't it?
We started an hour and 40 minutes ago.
How are you not tired?
What?
How are you not tired?
I have a cup of coffee that I've been drinking throughout the entire thing.
I don't know how you do all these live streams every night.
Rick, are you
Get
okay?
used to it. Yeah, Rick,
What are
what's
you
going
doing
on,
over
man?
there?
Are you in the 70s right now?
Can y'all hear me?
Fucking old people.
Yeah, we hear.
What? Am I there?
Yeah, you're here. We hear you. We see you.
All right.
You feel the vibe.
Sweet. What y'all got going on?
Wait, what's going on here? Have you been?
That's what I'm asking y'all. Is Carlos still here?
Oh my god. Carlos is quiet because I got on, so he's being a little, you know.
He's being a little bitch now.
what-
He's all quiet. He talked all this shit.
See, I knew my presence would hush him up, but Sean did it before me. Look, Carlos talk all that smack, and then when he's called out in person, his butt quivers up.
Why is it so quiet now?
Yeah. What about you, Sean? You finally got me here on
What
the
about you,
videos.
Carlos?
You made that. You've been making them videos, son, talking about the Texas squeegee. I hope you gave me some of that ad rev because I've seen like I've been a big topic of your videos, and like I said, the notice has been put out to move out of my $7-figure $1 million apartment because I'm living rent free right in that little dome that you call a head.
I think I heard that before. You said that in one of your videos. It's like listening to you on
Wrote it
repeat.
down. He wrote it down. I'm saving that shit.
Make sure you check your mail, Carlos. It's like-
So Carlos walks into a bar, right? And you know what he says, baby, are your legs tired? Why? Because you've been running through my mind all day.
What the fuck is even happening right now? Eric's just sitting here like.
Anybody familiar with the term "jump the
I'm
shark"?
so fucking confused. Rick, how high are you?
Hold on, yeah, Rick, how high are you? And then Rick, where are you? Are you, and like, you remind me of like if you're in like a secret training location or something, like off in like the mountains somewhere, training in private so that nobody like interrupts you. You know, like a training camp.
Hey, you guys want to see something cool?
You are a whiz. That's accurate. I am in the Colorado mountains. Not
Is
really.
that a
I'm just
chihuahua?
telling you that to throw you off. I'm in the Appalachian Mountains.
That's my enforcer. This is a guy that's gonna take all your little warriors and bring them into the Tint Master campus come June 12th. Hey, you guys want to see something cool? I got something in the mail.
You got something to unveil?
I got something in the
Taco
mail.
Bell dog? Oh, no, it's not.
What? No way.
Freaking hoodie, man.
What in the holy hell is that?
I tell you what, this is the ugliest hoodie I've ever seen in my entire life.
All right, hang on real quick. For the quality of the stream, the way this is kind of one of the challenges we run into when there's a lot of people in the stream. So this is what we have to do to combat it. When you're not talking, you've got to mute yourself. Because if not, the audio picks up everybody else's sound and it cuts off the person who's talking, and then we don't hear anything. So I can hear feedback of my own voice even coming out of somebody's speaker, and that's making it to where the comments are saying I can't hear anything. That's the only reason I'm bringing this up, because I don't want it to end as it gets better. So just keep yourself on mute until you want to talk, then unmute yourself, go back to mute, and that's the best way for everybody to hear everybody. Carlos, you had a cool, like, what was that, a towel? What were you just showing?
Oh,
Tape?
this right here is this is probably the rustiest hoodie I've ever seen in my entire life because it's got Dean's face all over it.
You need to add a little bit more gray hair, and that'll be perfect.
I'll take one of those. I'll take 5 of those, actually.
You should take some knee pads too, since you're always kissing his ass.
Fuck you, Carlos.
Right there, look at that.
Feels like a taxi cab confessions or something. Like with You know, like something that comes on HBO at like 1 a.m. and you're kind of like, is this a show? What is this? You know?
I don't know. Does everybody know what this is about?
No idea why you have a freaking towel with Dean Mitchell's face on it. No, nobody knows what it's about. You definitely should explain sometime during this thing. No, nobody has a clue. Does anybody know? Sean, do you have a towel with Dean's face on it as well, or no? Right?
No.
Okay.
No,
So yeah, Carlos, please go ahead, explain.
Sean's probably got a shrine of Dean Mitchell back at his home. But basically, Iron Duck, aka Carrie, came up with an idea, and now she made a hoodie with Dean's face all over it. And I have to wear this until I make a donation to Donnie's charity. And Dean is getting one of my face, and he has to wear it until he makes a donation to Donnie's charity. And then we're gonna pass this one around to all the competitors, and they gotta wear it. And the only way to get it off is you gotta make a donation. That's the whole thing.
Well, at least I know it won't fit me, so that's good.
Cody's gonna put stretch marks on
Hey,
that.
I got a legitimate call out. Legit. Hey, this is it. Like, so the deal is, it's 2 people, 1 car, 1 hour, right? All right. Give me 2 hours to any 2 of y'all's 1 hour, or 2 hours. Y'all can have 2 hours as long as you do 2 cars. I'll do one by myself against you. Get 2 cars to do.
Wait, what? This isn't about one thing. This is a whole team thing. That's the whole point, isn't it?
Anyone could do.
Right.
So you're saying an
I'm talking
individual
about
battle?
after the event. After the event. Like, not the work, but the shoot after the event.
Type of situation.
Huh?
You said, you heard me? I said this is like a meet me outside type of situation.
No. You can meet me inside. It's okay.
I'm so fucking lost.
Sean, I
Rick,
think
go to
you
bed.
cash.
Anyway.
Jason's trying to get in here. Jason,
This is weird. I'm about to say, I think Rick is creeping me the fuck out. I'll be honest with you. He's scaring me a little bit. So, I think I'm a bounce. All right. Well, never mind.
You just kicked. I did, like, just for the record. I think you talk shit, so then Rick left. I didn't kick him out. I'm just saying. I think he was insulted by you talking shit. And he just left. But Rick, thank you for joining, and we love you. I just brought
what he's doing after this.
Jason in, and Jason, welcome to Tint Wizdom number 125.
Hey.
I don't even know if I'm in.
You're in, Jason.
I'm in. All right.
Unfortunately.
What's up, Jason? Tint Dude 3, man, the myth, the legend.
I don't know who said unfortunately. I think that was Sean, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm stuck between you two assholes.
Hey, that's not Sean. That's Sid.
That's what?
That's not Sean. That's Sid from.
I don't know. You cut off.
Am I like freezing everything up or what?
Just old people and technology, man. I don't get it.
I think if it's more than 3 additional people, it starts to freeze up a little bit.
Definitely. That's the challenge with live streams and so many people and so on, but do our best. One of the issues is it feels like there's feedback, like audio feedback that comes out from somebody's, and that fucks up all the audio. So I just want to recommend, when you're not talking, be on mute. When you are talking, take it off mute. And that's going to be the best way to hear everybody. If not, it starts to get like jumbly.
It's Carlos in his 2002 fucking Honda Civic over there. I know it.
No, Cody. It's Cody. I mean, look at him. You gotta fucking have a white ass. I mean, dude, you gotta have, like, I don't know, Eric. You know the technical term for these download bits and shit. Like, Cody.
I don't know anything. Dave wanted to know if Sean, are you in bed right now?
No, I'm on the couch.
I don't know
I got
why
my
he asked that
ugly-
question, but I just felt like I wanted to get it out there.
He's
It
thinking
looked
some
like a
dirty
bed,
shit
but
again.
it's not a bed. It's a this is a couch with an UGG pillow. I'm chilling.
Jason, who do you think is going to come in second place? What team?
Second place?
Well, yeah, if I ask you who's going to win,
Doesn't-
you're going to say you and Carlos. So I went to second place.
It doesn't matter who comes in second place. I know who's coming in first, and that would be me and the big squeegee.
Who do you think is going to come in second place? Who do you think is going to come in last place?
Oh,
I think I'm gonna come in second place.
honestly, I think it's going to be Rick Tallman. I think he's going to be in last.
So Rick Tallman's going to be in last. Sean is saying he's
Yep.
going to be in second place. Is that because of your lack of what? Like, why would you be in second place, not the winner?
Because Dean Mitchell's gonna be first, obviously.
Why? I don't get it.
Carlos, is
Dean's the
that the dick sucking you were talking about?
That's why Carlos is wearing the sweater with Dean's face all over it.
Damn.
That is interesting, Carlos. That you're wearing your competitor on there. I feel like it's some sort of tint voodoo.
He's trying to manipulate it. It's like the stock market.
All right, we need to get odds on this. That's all I'm saying. I really get the vibe. Like, I feel like it should be a little bit betting in there. Whether
Betting
people
on
actually
who?
want to bet or
Betting on
not.
who's gonna win?
Yeah, kind of like, I'd like to be able to make my call as to who I think will win. And, I think it'll be interesting to see who's right, who's wrong, who predicts the winner.
You know what you should
Eric.
do? You should do a poll and have everyone vote, but like keep it accountable.
Well, hey, why don't Eric? Who do you think's going to win? Just be
Well,
straight up.
I'm going to say who I think's not going to win.
No. That
Hold
was-
on real quick. I'm just going to start there. And then I'll tell you who's going to win. But I think who's not going to win is going to be Rick Tallman. And I'm making that call only because I'm going to tell you specifically why I'm making that call. And Rick, it's nothing against you, man, but it has nothing to do with your experience. But I think you're going to come in last place simply because of what he mentioned when he was on the live stream and now what he put in the comments, which is he said, give me 2 hours to tint one car. I will give you any 2-person team, 2 hours, so on and so forth. So what he's doing is he's calling out a team and he wants to compete one man against a team. Now, if you watch Naked and Afraid, you know that they do a score. It's like your likelihood to survive score. And one of the things that goes into that score, likelihood to survive, is your ability to work with others and your teamwork. And being that this is a team competition and Rick is kind of saying, I want to compete a little bit on my own, to me, that stands out as that's going to be probably not likely to win a team competition if somebody wants to compete on their own. So I feel like that's kind of an X factor. And now, to me, it's hard. I think teamwork is going to be a really important part of this. Because it's not about your work. It's about your team's work. So, Rick, you might do 4 windows great, but if your partner and you don't work in sync with your partner, that could lead to who knows what, is all I'm saying.
You lost me at Naked and Rick. I'm sorry. It just I didn't like it at all.
Okay, so I hope
so who's going to win then?
So, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you.
Oh,
I'm going to tell you who I think's going to win. I'm going to tell you who I think's going to win. I'm going to tell you just in the reverse order. So second last place. I just put David and Rick in last place based on lack of teamwork. But who knows? And I know, Rick, you're talking after the event. I'm telling you, I have to guess. This is just a guess, okay? Obviously, I don't know shit, but I'm guessing. And I'm guessing based on lack of your team mentality that could be a factor in your event or in your competition. Now, second to last place is going to come in with Sean and Billy. Now, the reason for that is similar to Rick and David, which is Sean and Billy are feuding. Based on Sean's video that's on his YouTube channel, I feel like Sean doesn't even know if Billy's going to be his partner. And I don't know how two people who don't get along could possibly win a competition. So I think that's the bottom 2, from my opinion. Okay? Top 3, obviously, we're left with Dean and Dave, you have somebody who trains every day for a living, basically, trains other people, Dean. And all I'm saying is there's a difference when you're doing something yourself or you're training someone else, and you can really even extra sharpen your skills when you train somebody else versus just doing it yourself. I think that's an X factor. Also, that he commonly tints in other people's shops is another benefit to Dean. I think Jason shares that same benefit where Jason, you've tinted in a lot of other people's shops. You're used to traveling and tinting. I think that gives you a big one up. And then I think, like I said, Jared and Cody's advantage is that they've been tinting together their entire life. It's a pretty big,
and on top of that, Carlos and I have worked together numerous
many
times,
times.
numerous shops in numerous states.
That's exactly it.
So who's carrying who on that team? Carlos or you? Who's doing the most work?
Carlos, you're on mute. You're on mute, bro. Like, unmute yourself. I want to hear this.
He's still on mute.
That's it.
Yeah, Carlos is on mute, which
anyway
could be for the better.
Eric, did you watch the Billy and Jason the other day?
I did.
Yeah,
on Tinter Tuesday, which you can watch on Instagram
that.
if you want to rewatch it. On Tinter.
Me and Billy squashed that beef. There's no more beef. We're good.
Got it.
All right, can Carlos talk? Carlos, can you? What's up, man? He's still.
Carlos, turn your mic on.
Yeah, do something.
Look, on my end, it says the guest has muted themselves, and it doesn't give me the
The big button with the mute. You click it.
The little microphone.
This could be a problem for Carlos. Carlos, I'm going to drop the link back in, and then why don't you just rejoin, because that worked for Tint Pro. I just kicked you out. Just rejoin.
All right. So to answer your question earlier, Eric, he said, wait a minute. Who asked who's going to carry who? Who was
Cody.
that? Cody. Oh, okay. Honestly, I can't tell you if someone's going to carry the other person. I'll be honest. Carlos and I've worked together numerous times. Are we 100% in sync? Probably not. But we know our weaknesses and we know our strengths. So I can't say who's going to carry who. I just know what I'm going to be able to put towards that team of ours, and I'm going to follow through with it.
And the thing is about somebody we didn't mention here, Robert and Mike, Team Robert and Mike. It's literally Mike has home field advantage. And if you follow Mike, you know that he has an insane setup, an insane amount of tools and resources to be very efficient. And I feel like that's going to give him a huge advantage. And I know we haven't really mentioned him. He's not necessarily the loudest squeegee, but I do think he is not one to, that team is not one to forget about because, again, home field advantage, I think, is worth a lot.
And not only that, but Robert's a mobile guy. So
yeah,
mobile guys have a lot.
And a torch.
Good. Yeah. I can use a torch too, but still.
Which could be very valuable if the power goes off in the middle of the hour.
That's true.
Carlos, yeah, I think if the power goes off, that's not going to count. Something's going to happen there.
What do you mean? If the power goes off and somebody finishes their car and somebody else doesn't, you're telling me that you're just going to stop the competition? Like, I don't know. That's up to you guys. But
I will.
I feel like that should be. That's a important thing to figure out before the competition. Hopefully, that doesn't happen. That would suck.
It would be kind of funny, though.
Looks like I'm stopping at Home Depot.
Can we hear Carlos yet?
I'm gonna bring a generator.
Am I still on mute?
We can hear you.
Okay. All right. So Heineken Mike and Robert the Torture, those individuals, I know them too. Man, they're going to probably be the most craftiest on that roster. Center Battle 2020. Mike has got so many tools. That dude's he's like a mad scientist with tools. And then Robert the Torture's got like 1,000 ways to do tint. So that team is going to be of our particular threat because of how crafty they are. But obviously, no match for the Texas Squeegee and Tint Dude 3. Now, Tint Dude 3, like the way that we split up our workload is we work together really well. And sometimes Tint Dude 3 takes a break to drink a little beers, and I'll take a break to talk a little trash. But at the end of the day, there is no trash in our film because our film is the cleanest install anybody will ever see.
Yeah, there's no trash after you redo the window 3 times.
As long as it's where's 3 times coming in?
Technical difficulties. Can't hear shit.
Guess he's gone again.
All right, I'm out. I'm going to make some fucking eggs. I'll see you guys later.
Oh, Jesus.
Eric, wait a minute. Eric, where did the three tries on this thing? Where'd that come into play? 3 times.
Say it again.
I think he just said Carlos sucks. He's gonna have to do it 3 times.
Oh shit! Whatever. Even if I have to do it 3 times, I'll still beat you guys. It doesn't matter.
I didn't say you'd have to do it 3 times. I believe in. I don't know. I just so you know. I don't know where that. I didn't.
No, that was Sean. Sean said he would have to do it 3 times.
I think that was Sean that said that.
Got it.
Yeah. So I think the hardest assignment he's gonna have is just figuring out how to keep himself cool from sweating and shit and getting that sweat on the film. And Cody, who does the back windows between you and Jared?
I'm from the Northeast. This whole Texas shit's gonna be weird. All right, it's gonna be hot as hell.
That's the thing. There's gonna be like just straight up nerves. Like if there's, let's say, 50, 100 people watching you, you might feel like I'm gonna kill it, but that hour might be your hand shaking and it feels like 10 minutes and you have a loss of breath because you're so nervous. I'm not saying you specifically to anybody. I'm just saying there are factors that come into play when the real deal like starts happening like that. You can't really guess right now, which makes any team, I think, a likely winner because you don't know.
Okay, first off, stop judging me, Eric. All right. You need to quit talking shit on me. I heard that.
Wait, what?
All right. He talks about loss of breath right after I say something, and Carlos talks about jumping in the back window. All right.
I just look.
I know that shit. Okay.
Are any of you 3 competing in the Tint Off in Orlando beforehand?
I am.
Okay, so Cody, you're going to compete in a bright ass cold auditorium room with a ton of people watching. That's going to give you a step up when you compete a week later again in front of a bunch of people. Because I bet your hand shakes a little bit when you're at the Tint Off, the first one. Just a little bit.
Why wouldn't it? It's like a library in there.
Exactly.
What do you mean? Exactly. Tell me what you mean.
Well, look, like,
it's all quiet.
Yeah, it's like a light. Like all the spotlights are on you, and I mean, yeah, look, it's entertainment. Spotlights will be on us too, but it's like one giant party, okay? And instead of being like super quiet and so tense and oh man, we can't say nothing. And like, dude, you know what, Jason? I got something I've been meaning to announce that I think you're gonna like, and Heineken Mike as well. But the question was asked is, will drinking be allowed in the competition? And why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? It should be because it's either going to help you, it's going to be performance enhancing, or it's going to be performance debilitating. Either way, why not let people make their own judgments and do it, whatever they want to do?
Yeah.
I do.
Did any of you guys do sports in school?
Say again, Cody?
Did any of you guys do any sports in school?
Hell yeah.
Kind of. What, did you not make the team?
No.
Soccer, wasn't it?
Nothing. I couldn't make any teams. Any team I tried to make, I had no guidance. I had no ability. Like, no, there was no chance for me. I would look back and it was sad as far as the sports.
The nerves don't do shit. The nerves don't do anything. That ain't nothing.
Man, they do. But like I said, it's tenor battles, man. This shit's gonna be one big ass party.
Well, Rick says that him and David have enough experience and skill between them to beat anyone by accident. And though I picked them to be last place earlier, I do think that they have a damn good chance, like a real good chance still. It's just, you have all the teams being likely winners. You have to pick how do you do it. But, we'll see.
Eric, I'm gonna put you on a spotlight right now. You ready for it?
I'm ready. Is it cookie related?
No.
Okay. Tell me. Ready.
Okay. Well, I mean, there was this back and forth between Sean and myself, and we both kind of represent Tint Wiz, and because of you, now it's a death match. So I want to get your predictions as to who you think is going to win.
So I think it was said in the comments in one of the posts in Tintertainment, in the Tintertainment Facebook group, which basically said, you choose Tint Wiz doesn't choose you. So it was something along those lines, and it was put by one of the great commenters in there. And I appreciate that. I thought about it. I reflected on it. And it's funny you bring it up again because it's a great question. You know,
Man, you're on the spot.
I'm on the spot, but what's the question really? Are you saying who's going to survive between you and Sean?
No, I'm just asking for your prediction.
I think you're. Here's the thing.
Whether I should pull a Billy Ellis and burn his hat right now.
Ooh.
If you do it inside the car, because I think that would add an extra fun thing to the burning. If you want to take it up a notch, but listen, if I'm going to answer if I'm going to answer it truthfully, I know you're both extremely great tinters and you're both very skilled, and you can watch the videos and see that you guys really care about your work, and you probably both think you're going to win. But if I have to kind of predict, I think that you're kind of like craftier in the sense that you're going to do something to give you the advantage against Sean somehow. I think you're going to have some trick up your sleeve. I don't think that's what's going to be on Sean's mind. I think Sean's coming out to tint a car, and I think you're going to like sabotage him in some way or like do some shit, which could give you the advantage in the win. So that's my answer, I guess. So as far as who you represent, like the saying said, that's up to you. Nobody can pick you. You pick,
Yeah.
I always took Carlos as the cheater, so it makes sense.
Damn. But you know what, Eric? You really never said who was going to win. You just said the top three.
Right. And
so I want to come back to this. I want your number 1, 2, and 3 spot.
So I want to give you I want to be right. You know what I mean? I want to pick the winner in my answer, and it's not a big deal if I'm wrong, but what I'm saying is, like, at this stage, it doesn't feel like I really have collected enough information to be able to like know who's going to win. I just, we just kind of.
You sound like a politician, Eric. Just fucking say it. All right.
So.
Quit beating around the bush, Eric. Come on.
Oh my God.
If I was betting right now.
That just made me third, didn't it? Just because
if I was betting right now, yeah, that's going to push you to third. Cody, just for talking shit, or third or fourth. I don't even know now. It could even be fifth. I don't know. And, if I'm picking a winner, I got to say, if I'm betting right now, we're in Vegas and I'm putting money down, it's probably Carlos and Jason. And I'm saying that partly because you're the ones live on the video right now with me. And then the other reason is because I think you're extremely competitive. You guys were kind of like one of the OG teams. And I think there's a lot of shit for you to lose. But how are you going to have Tinter Tuesday with the loser of the Tinter battle? How are you going to have the biggest squeegee in Texas with the loser of the Tinter battle? So I feel like you have the most on the line. You've talked the most shit. So I think it puts you in the position to maybe win this thing. There's my answer.
Think so.
But
I also think
they have the most to lose, though.
I have a question here for Carlos, because I don't know, for whoever really knows the answer for Carlos, is the cookie competition before or after the tint battle? Because I think that could actually play a factor in people's performance. How many cookies they ate before?
If everybody,
it's got to be before.
Or everybody who's watching
that's yours.
After, go back to when Eric asked the question and look at Cody's expression as soon as he said cookie. Cody lit up like a fat kid in a freaking.
Bro, how could you not though? That's why there's a cookie competition.
Speaking of cookies, I never got any cookies.
I never did either. He tried to fucking start the fat kid.
All right, we'll
Hey,
make this happen, and maybe we can do a quick practice with. I'll send you some boxes so we can do a little practices. You can get an idea of what those cookies are like to eat one at a time. You know. So,
hey, yeah, for sure. Like, record a 1 minute timer. Go for it. Boom.
I'm not
That'll
taking the video of me eating. That's going to be all over Reddit.
that's going to be a jiffy.
Fat guy eats cookie.
That will be a jiffy that lives on Instagram forever. Go ahead.
My birthday's on Friday. Send me some cookies for my birthday.
Okay.
There you go.
I love it.
So what are you, like 65 now, or?
Excuse me?
How old are you going to be, Jason?
I'm going to be 43.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's not like that's right
My
in the
dad's
middle.
only 45, so.
Cody, you and I are the young ones here. Who do you think is older, Eric Gavash or Jason? Because I honestly don't know.
Jason.
Wait, what? He just said he's 43. You think I'm 43? Nothing wrong with being 43. I'm just asking you if that's what you think.
I know Jason's older, but Eric has more gray hair, so he looks older.
You're not wrong.
I think
Eric, you can't be. Eric, what are you at? 38?
37.
38? Oh,
37.
okay.
That's close.
Yeah, so as far as the cookie eating competition, that is before the Tinter battle. Tinter battle's main event.
Great. So I'll be all like, I'll be perfectly fine. All of y'all are ready to throw up.
I just want to say I love all three of you for wearing a Tint Wiz hat. I just realized all three of you are wearing a Tint Wiz hat. I absolutely love you. Thank you. That's really fucking awesome. Because this was so impromptu, and the fact that you're wearing a hat, I just want to point out that I love you, and I truly, deep down, hope everybody can win at the same time, and everybody will be first place. But I don't think that's going to be what happens. So
let's get Dave Dillinger in here. Send him the link. I want to talk some shit to him.
Chat, Dave, Dangerous Dave, get in here.
Dude, Dave, look, man, Dave is, he's just so old school, man. The dude probably just freaking he's got to get his dial-up internet ready to go.
Oh, so do you think he can even figure it out?
What? Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, did you see how much he struggled with Jason at Tinter Tuesday when he went on his show? I mean, like half the show was technical difficulty because of Dave. So good luck getting him here.
Hey, that's the same thing with Dean. He couldn't even update his own fucking app.
I'm telling you, man, these old rusty Tinters, they're gonna have a problem getting all that contamination in their film.
Hey, real quick, Haas seems to have a question based on the 15 posts he just left or comments. He's asking what the stipulations are on the cookies. So this is the way the cookie competition is going to work. It's most cookies eaten within 1 minute. And the way you enter is you need to be there in person. All the entries will be put into like a raffle, and then we'll pick 10 people. Those people will be the cookie eaters. And then it looks like we're going to be able to add the ability for you to virtually be a cookie eater in the live stream as well, potentially. So it's just most cookies eaten within 1 minute. And I feel like once they're in your mouth, they're considered eaten.
Okay.
I was actually wondering that myself. I'm like, technically at 58 seconds, could you just like cram another 5 in there and still be? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But then somebody else could cram 6 in there, and somebody else could put 8 down their throat, and that's going to be, is what it is.
Entertainment factor in that is like just have your cameras ready at 60 minutes at the 60-second mark, because you're just gonna see everybody.
So Haas also asked milk or no milk. Anything you want to drink is up to you. We're obviously going to have like drinks supplied, but like if you have a specific type of beverage that helps you inhale cookies, I suggest bringing it. And so, yeah, you could definitely have milk if you want. Why not? Oat milk, real milk, almond milk.
I think it's funny that Hoss's fat ass is that intrigued with the cookie competition.
Oh, God.
Hey, but I'm gonna have to get going in a little bit. But on the serious note, like this is pretty badass that we're all getting to come together, and I've made a ton of new friends because of this. Cody, you're the funniest motherfucker I've ever fucking met in industry. So I'm glad I made that for him, man. You make me laugh all the fucking time.
And you're the funniest looking I've ever met, so thank you.
Oh, I was waiting for it.
Damn. Damn, shots fired.
See, what I get for being a nice guy. If I just stick to being the trash talking, smack talking, tinter beating, hell raising, trailblazing, most tint defying figure in all of entertainment today, the one, the tinted one, the Texas squeegee, I would get a little bit less in trouble.
I got a question though. Serious note, Carlos. Do you have all those lines like written down, and do you say to yourself in the mirror like 100 times every night, or like how do you have that shit memorized?
Well, it's the truth. You ain't gotta make shit up.
Carlos, be honest. Do you practice that in the mirror?
No, not on the mirror, but I mean, I've written these stuff down.
Do you do it like to a reflective window?
Look,
he just has a window with the DR5 on it, you know.
He's like, it's not a mirror, but
yeah. Well, I guess I don't want to give out too many of my secrets. I don't want to admit that I do that, so I'll say that.
This is going to be a lot of fun. You know, it's another event in the industry. It's an awesome event in the industry. It's a new event in the industry, and it's one that's bringing everyone together and putting a lot of smiles on faces. And thank you all for competing. I feel bad for whoever loses because the amount of shit talking that's going to happen. But truly, at the end of the day, it is all for a great cause and a lot of fun. And love you all.
So is this going to be like a reoccurring thing?
Oh,
yeah. I think it should be.
Hell,
it should.
Hell yeah. It's going to be a reoccurring thing. That's for sure. And next year is going to be even bigger and badder. And the rivalries are going to get even hotter. I mean, it's going to be just this times 100.
Who let the ghost in here? Holy shit.
Dangerous Dave Dellinger.
This guy. Oh yeah,
you know you're live, right?
How come we can't hear you?
It's that old age of technology.
Fucking old people and technology, man.
Yes. Oh my god.
Let me double check Dave.
I think he just likes to hear himself talk.
It shows that his audio's on and everything's good.
He just wanted to check himself out. That's all.
He just likes to hear himself. Look at him, big old smile on his face.
Dave, I don't know why your audio's not working.
Carlos, you have a hoodie of Dean. Let me get a hoodie of Dave. I'll wear it.
I don't think, dude, that's a lot of fabric. Oh shit.
I feel like you're going to be wearing that shit to sleep, aren't you, Carlos? You're going to be cuddling up with it.
Carlos, with the amount of shit talking you're doing, I would just watch your background, Cody, because I know there's no way he's going to let you get away with it completely.
What's going on with Dave?
Where the fuck is Dave going?
Look, for everybody who's watching.
He can't figure it out.
Look,
is he just going to go take a shit or something? Where's he going? Well, he's outside.
Look, everybody who's watching live Tint Wisdom right now, I want everybody to take note because this is exactly what's going to happen at Tinter Battles 2021. You're going to have Dean and Dave who are going to be looking at these newer tools and be like, what is this work? Where's the... As Dave, like what? This is not the 1980s no more. Like what's going on? Hey, Eric, I know you said you're gonna come in second, but come on, dude, you can't be that wrong. Like
this is going to be such a good podcast to listen to, like for people who just listen to it on iTunes. You know what I mean?
Oh, they're not going to.
Guys, it's 7:30. Jeopardy's coming on. We can't go much later.
Okay. Cody.
So we lost Dangerous Dave. And then I just want to point out Rick Tallman was calling Cody weird. It's interesting.
Did he not see himself when he joined? Like, did he look at the camera earlier? He's calling me weird?
He came on as a straight up rock star. Like, he came on from, like, he's somewhere else.
Okay.
Doing
you have
something
some low
else.
expectations if that's your kind of rock star.
Well, I'm just saying he's in, like, a different time zone. He traveled here from
he
the
looks like
south.
he just came straight out of Brokeback Mountain. All right. That's all I could see.
I thought he came out of the 70s. To me, it felt like he was taking a little time travel back to the 70s, you know, enjoying himself on the mountain.
Rick really wasn't all there, man. It like he was covering up those eyes because his eyes were just like doing this number.
Is that why Mike Burke wanted to do a drug test?
Freaking Mike.
Well, what if you fail? Honestly, what if you fail the drug test?
If you haven't seen the drug test,
what's
Mike
the
Burke posted a
repercussion?
drug test on his YouTube Sunstoppers, and basically, like, it's a urine test, and it gets all over Mike, so it's kind of funny. And Sunstoppers,
And yet
YouTube,
he's tasting it.
There's that too, but
yeah, that says a lot about Mike right there.
And that's quality assurance, man. That's the best quality assurance you get there, man. That's incorruptible. I mean, did you see Dave's test though? Dean passed. Dave was like a maybe, and then he was
maybe.
Like, nah, let's cross it. And he like, okay, I'll pass him. I want to see, yeah, that'll be funny. I got a drug test, piss test coming up on Saturday's episode number 6 for Texas Tint Master Show. So you ain't ever seen a piss to squeegee piss test. So stay tuned because you're not gonna want to miss that one for sure.
So Billy actually just jumped in the comments, and Billy, Sean's partner, and you know, basically.
Wait, who?
Billy from Florida. Billy Ellis.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Sean's partner.
Sean. I know Sean's competing. Billy Ayton. No.
I'll be honest. I don't know who he is either. Like I have no clue.
You're gonna know who he is on June 12th. I'm just kidding.
Dave, did you get everything fixed?
I don't know. I don't have time to sit around all day on the computer. Can you hear me?
Are you sitting in front of a computer or is it a phone?
Oh, it's a phone, but you know what I'm saying, the Wi-Fi and shit.
I'm telling you guys. He's gonna.
I don't know.
That Makita heat gun, and he's like, I mean, this doesn't work. What do I do?
Hey, good point, Dave. Your heat gun is currently up for auction in Window Film Revolution.
Right.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it like 3,500?
Let's not talk about the price right now. Let's talk about.
$4,000 right
Don't mention the price. Hold on, I'm trying to talk over the
sorry.
price. Let's discuss what comes with this heat gun. So this is Dangerous Dave's heat gun, and with that comes along like a traveling tint, in-person delivery, and fucking grand package for whoever wins this, right?
Yeah, I guess it's got to be in the States though, right? We can't fly anywhere.
In the States, in the four, like, you know, the United States, and
right.
If you want to get in on that, you're not just winning a heat gun, you're winning a full-on experience, life-changing, you know, event with it.
Yeah. For sure, it'll be a lot of fun. But I haven't even gone over the details with Dean yet. I know he's coming along. But honestly, I didn't think I would get that much donated for that. That's incredible, right?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I just want to throw it out there. I know it's by auction. It's in the Window Film Revolution. I think it's only going to be up for another maybe day or so. And what would be really cool, in my opinion, is if whoever wins it lends it to the person competing, and somebody potentially beats Dave with his own heat gun. Wouldn't that be fucked up?
Dang it. So I was going to ask the winner to let me use it to win the tent battle, right?
Okay, that's another angle. Same heat gun, better angle. I like that.
All right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You got to lease it back to me so I can still win the tent battle.
I like it. Carlos,
This has been a lot of fun.
if you lose, would you be open to auctioning off your squeegee for charity? Since you won't no longer need it as the non-winner if you weren't to win?
Man, I don't know why you keep wasting time with these questions. Everybody knows the Texas Squeegee is going to win it, so
I don't think anyone would want that fucking sweaty, testosterone-filled ass squeegee. All right, I don't think anyone would want that shit.
Oh my god!
First, you're the one who's sweaty, lack of testosterone. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Says the man with the fucking Chihuahua Taco Bell dog. All right, lack of testosterone.
With the freaking Taco Bell filter can from all them fucking foods you've been eating, shit.
Hey, Cody, real quick, bro. You're talking shit about dogs. Don't you have a Shih Tzu?
Now look, I got my big dog died. All right.
Don't you have a
No, I'm
Shih Tzu,
stuck with the
Cody,
Shih
as you're
Tzu.
talking shit about Carlos's dog? Because you're not going to win on this one.
My big dog died. All right. Now I'm stuck with the shitty zoo. All right.
All right, just keep going. I just wanted to make things clear. You probably shouldn't be talking shit about little dogs right now. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, say it to his face, Cody. Right here.
Say it to her face, Cody.
Your owner is a bitch.
All right. Well.
Hey, so we were talking earlier about the battle, right? And we all decided before it was going to be a windshield, right? Included in the hour. And now we're not doing a windshield. How's this going to work?
Wait,
all right, we can kick Dave out. We can kick Dave out now if you want. Like it's
hours
okay.
along, guys. It's got to have a windshield in there.
Look, so okay. On a serious note, I'm actually thinking about using the windshield somehow because we're gonna wait on that a little bit. Gotta make a call.
If it's no windshield, the time limit needs to be like 30 minutes then.
I mean, you're shooting yourself in the foot. I mean, you guys are gonna need. Y'all are the part timers. You gotta allow some time to catch up and shake off some of that rust. And then
that's why I want the windshield.
I mean, realistically, you and Dean might actually have only 30 because the previous 30 minutes are just going to be reminding yourself of how to tint since y'all don't do it full time anymore.
David Carley said it should be the whole car and the windshield.
Yes, that's
David, you're gonna get a fucking cramp you're gonna throw your hip out trying to get in the windshield. All right. I don't know why he keeps talking shit.
No, that windshield that's the most room. That Charger has more room than anything I get to work on.
Hey, if you tint the windshield, you want to do it 5% just to drive people crazy?
Oh,
now we're talking.
Let's send
that'd
it.
Be fun.
Hell yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. I don't know. It's a great way to spot dirt, but I know for some reason people go bananas if it was like, even if it was removed right after. So whatever. Just wanted to talk some shit. Go ahead.
Hey, on a serious note, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got some stuff to do, but seriously, it was fun. Honestly, this whole thing, I'm excited for it. And not only to whoop everybody else's fucking asses, but I think the after party is what's really going to be the best, just to hang out with everybody and get to, shake hands and just hang out and just be one big group. That's what I'm looking forward to. So on that note, I'm going to bounce out of here. You guys don't forget, I got Robert, Next Level, on Tinter Tuesday this Tuesday to get his insight on the Tinter battle. So make sure you guys are there.
Tint Dude 3 on Instagram. You can watch the old Tinter Tuesdays on there, and you can catch the new ones live.
Right there, Carlos. All right. I'll see you guys.
Bye. Thank you, Jason.
Hey, Dave, I have a serious question for you, buddy.
What's up?
I said I have a serious question for you, man.
What's that?
It seems like every time you get on camera, dude, did you see yourself in Mike Burke's video? Dude, you're like a deer in the headlights, man. What's going on? I know that strong presence and I'm intimidating and shit, but you can't come up to the battles like this, man.
See, the nerves go away with the tools. It's just looking straight in the camera and talking that I have a problem with, not tinting on camera. That's fine.
There you go.
See, Dave, you're on the chopping block right now. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You're working on Ferraris, Lambos, all this crazy shit. How in the hell are you going to be prepared for a Dodge Charger? That's like a daily, regular person car that we work on all the time.
Well, I mean, I had other jobs before XPEL, right? So, I mean, I used to tint Dodge every day. They're not much different since 2011. It's the same damn car.
So let me ask you this. You just brought up a good point, Cody. The film is being supplied by XPEL. Some of the competitors install XPEL on a daily basis. Other ones maybe potentially have never installed XPEL film. That's got to be a big factor in the competition, no?
That's true.
That's going to fuck with Dave from Coolview. He's going to feel like he's cheating on his wife or something.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying that's another, there's all these little factors that play into who maybe has the best odds or who doesn't. That's all I'm saying.
That's true, Eric. You got a good point there. See, for me, it's like whatever.
Yeah, fuck
right?
them.
I'm tinting here in Houston. We're tinting with XPEL, so I'm like, fuck it.
Like Mike. Mike's installing 3M all day, as I imagine, right? So now he's going to be installing XPEL, home team advantage, not a film advantage. Do you know what I mean? Film disadvantage.
Yeah.
Dave, on the other hand, doesn't have to travel, so he won't be tired or exhausted. He'll be sleeping in his own bed, which plays a factor, and he'll be installing a film that he's installed nonstop.
We're all coming back from Florida, though, so
that's a good point
it's
too.
not like I'm going to be rested.
That's true.
That's all. Yeah, that's also true.
Sleeping in your same bed, though, does play a factor. I really think sleeping in a hotel or sleeping in your bed plays a factor.
Definitely.
The night before.
Yeah, right.
Dave, did you see this? Did you see this here when I showed it?
Yes, I did.
Dude,
that thing is fantastic.
Yeah, you would think. I'm gonna have to stop by your shop in person. This thing is crazy.
That's hilarious. I saw that a couple of weeks ago. It was funny.
I gotta go get some pictures with you sometime this week.
So real quick, can I throw something out there? We're going to give away another one of these dash protectors real quick. I want to make sure we do it before the show's over or everybody falls asleep from this long Tint Wisdom. I'm just kidding. Right. Whoever's still with us, thank you for being with us. The way you can win this is out of Carlos, Dave, and Cody. Who do you think is going to be ahead? The first person to put their prediction in the comments wins a dash towel. So you're picking either Carlos, Cody, or Dave, and whoever answers first just won the dash towel. So let's see it. Dash protector, not towel. Dash protector.
You know me, so just say my name already. It's okay.
Well, whoever wants to win it will be the first person to comment, and they'll pick who they. Oh. So. Okay.
Everyone left.
No.
I think they're all over there sucking someone's dick from what I know. That's what I could see.
Okay, so basically there's strong odds that Dave are going to win based on people's comments. That's if we're just taking a poll, it's clear that Dave's the favorite out of these three. Now the question is, okay, yeah, Billy is the one who won this dash protector because he was the first one to comment. He picked Dave out of the three, so Billy, you won the dash protector. And then everybody else pretty much said Billy too, except Jamal, and he said Carlos. So nobody said Cody.
Yeah, that's Tex. I think he's a Texas. He's Dallas right there, so he knows us Texas. Well, damn.
Well, you know what? Everybody loves an underdog, and everybody loves a good comeback story, Cody. So you know.
You're gonna regret this.
Say again, Dave.
I said that is a serious advantage that they work together all the time, right? I mean, that'd be like me bringing my brother to the competition. That'd be nuts.
it's either going to be a big advantage or a huge disadvantage because we fuck with each other all day long. If
Y'all
you think
play each
I'm
other?
funny or you like my personality, we fuck.
Right.
All right, look, Carlos, shut up. But if you think my personality is good, my dad's the same exact way. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a battle.
Let's potentially wrap this up. One thing I wanted to just bring out there, and I'm not saying we have to, but I just want to bring out there before we wrap it up, if we wrap it up, is okay, Billy wants to auction it off for Donnie, so we're going to do that. We'll auction it off tomorrow. I love that idea, or tonight. I love that idea. We'll auction off in the group, and the proceeds can go to Donnie. That's very nice of you, Billy. So that's what we'll do with the Dash Protector. But the other thing I wanted to mention was this event, while it's going to be super entertaining, it's going to be super fun if you're there or if you're watching. It is for a great cause. That cause is Donnie Dixon. And I just want to thank everybody involved, everybody's put together, everybody that's talking shit and having fun is really working really hard behind the scenes. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to Expel for providing the film to this event. Thank you to all the sponsors that are like contributing to the whole thing. I really want to put that out there. And then also there are like, it's tintertainment.com. There's more information about the event. You want to probably join the Facebook group, and there are sponsorship opportunities if you're a company that wants to also get behind this event, whether you're going to be able to attend or not. And that information's on tintertainment.com. Did I leave anything out?
The Tintertainment Facebook page is where it's posted all the updates and any new additions to the event itself, and any new updates on the rivalries as well. So Tintertainment on Facebook, the Facebook page.
Okay. So I really, really mean it, because like we just spent an hour and a half like joking around and having fun and whatever it is, making our predictions and so on. But like at the end of the day, like, you know, thank you to everybody for putting this on, because like it is a tremendous amount of work behind the scenes. And like what I mean is like Dangerous Dave, like you're not just competing in it, like you have a part in putting this together. Carlos, like I don't know how you have the time in the day. Cody, your shit talking is fucking very much appreciated.
I haven't done shit. So
look, there's Dean and there's Mike and there's there's Stack and there's Lumar and there's all these companies coming together and everybody. So I really want to like make sure we bring it back to like, thank you. This event's going to be a lot of fun. Anybody who wants to attend it, come attend it. And if you can't attend it, support it, watch it, laugh with it. All the jokes are just for jokes, in my opinion.
And Eric, the live stream for everybody who is not able to make it will be on Tint Wizdom.
It's going to be how I would love to stream it from the Tint Wizdom page. We could stream every minute of it. We could stream parts of it. We could do anything that is going to be fun for everybody. I'm down. We're going to do it.
So I got a dumb question. Is Texas like open? Like, are they COVID free now, or like how does this work? I was curious how that was working.
Yeah. I mean, just bring a mask. They don't have a mask mandate, but they leave it up to the businesses, and if they require a mask to go in, which most do still. So just bring a mask and you're good, dude. I mean, I've been to like back in before all this, I went to clubs, dude. You go in there or even to a bar and you only need a mask to walk in. Once you're inside, it's like, what mask? So it's pretty open and free over here. Dave, I don't know if you want to give your 2 cents on that.
No, he's right. Unfortunately, I haven't got to go in a business without a mask yet. Everybody still makes you, but it's not legally. You don't have to legally, I guess. You could fight with them and argue when you go in everywhere, but that's kind of a pain.
Well,
yeah.
Legally, if we're going to play the legal game, I think it's up to the business to make their own decisions on how you're dressed coming in. So, like, I don't recommend taking up the argument attitude, but I know what you're saying because, right. But ultimately, like, just like a business wants you to wear shoes, they could make you wear a hat. It's up to the business. You know what I mean? That is what it is. And I don't want to get into that topic, but I just think that no matter what side you're on, don't make that any part of this event. I think at the end of the day, whether you agree with it or not, you should appreciate the fact that every business gets to make decisions for themselves. That's what you want as a business owner. So at the core of it, that freedom is what should be appreciated. I just want to kind of throw that out there. And if you go to the event and you're wearing a mask and somebody isn't, I really think masks should be no part of this event. So if you feel like one way's right or wrong. Leave that shit at home. Do whatever you want to do and enjoy the event, because it would be really weird.
You know what?
That was a part of it.
I tell you, this gave me an idea.
Huh.
You know how everybody who's watching, I have Tinter Battles merch that I sell on the site, and all the proceeds from that are going to Donnie's fund. Should I make Tinter Battle masks? Why the hell not, right?
Yep.
Proceeds go to Donnie, might as well.
I think you should make like a Dean Mitchell head mask. Like, I think I'd wear that.
It's not a bad idea, though. Hold on real quick. What could be done is, why don't you make masks for each team that represent each team? The money goes to Donnie. It's all for the event. And whoever, like if I'm wearing like a team Carlos and Jason, that means I'm rooting for Carlos and Jason. Basically, it's kind of a way to show who you think's going to win, or who you're rooting for is which mask you're wearing, if you're wearing a mask.
I like that idea. So one for each team.
All the money goes to the same place, but why not have, be able to support?
See, look,
it's like
I contribute.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm a part of it. I contribute. I come up with good ideas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they appreciate it, Cody.
And you could also, this? You could also make a hat. Same idea, because people are bringing up hats. So if you're one of the fuck masks type of people, you can show your support by wearing the hat for your team instead of the mask for your team. It could be an either or, so that nobody has any opinions or feelings on the whole, are you wearing a mask or a hat?
By the way, I just had that new Tintertainment logo that came out. Carrie, Iron Duck, and I think you saw it, Eric, right?
I did.
What do you think?
I think it's pretty badass. I think it's really on point. It's a great logo. It really feels like entertainment. You know what I mean? Like when you see it, you get the vibe of the vlog vibe, the TV vibe. You know you're being entertained just by the motion that's within that icon or logo.
I'm gonna make some hats with that. I think I'm gonna put some hats, and then I'll make some team hats with that, with the logo with everybody, and you can show your support.
You're gonna be able to tell who's the favorite by whose hats sell the most.
That's true. Hey, Dave,
our hats are going to be buy one get one free. Just so you know.
Hey, I don't know how Cody was able to fit that hat in there. Dude, are you on the last strap?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
Carlos, you're relentless, man. I feel bad if you lose. I'm just saying, I feel bad if you lose. You're going to have a tidal weight of shit coming your way.
I normally wear it backwards, but Eric hasn't taken up my fucking advice yet.
So
put the little logo there.
It's a really good idea, obviously, to put the logo on the back. So if you wear your hat backwards, the logo's still there. We just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, that's true. No, I guess it's kind of on a serious note, Eric, to back whatever you were saying about thanking everyone being a part of this, man. This is like the coolest thing. I never would have seen it coming, and I'm just so ecstatic that everybody is playing ball, and just, man, we're just having a great freaking time. Like I said earlier, the amount of people I've been able to meet, Cody, you funny fat ass, and everybody, man, it's an awesome experience. Seriously, it's an awesome experience for everyone, and I'm just glad that it's just turning out the way that it is.
You know, the only person I don't think that's having fun is Sean. Did you see his face in that the thumbnail? Like, he just looked like he hated life. Not get it.
Oh my god.
Kind of true. But it wasn't his thumbnail. That's in the Sunstoppers thumbnail. You can watch the video on their YouTube channel, Sunstoppers. It's the most recent video, and you can see Dean and Dave, one of the most favorite teams, I think, in this competition. I guess kind of training, working out, doing their weigh-in, their drug tests, and so on. And then the Texas Squeegee, Carlos, you said you're going to be doing that same kind of doing your weigh-ins and your drug test this weekend. And I guess everybody will have to be drug tested at some point before this. I don't know why, but Mike Burke could probably answer that, so we'll talk to him.
Mike Burke's going to have a lot of drug tests to taste.
I feel like it was a personal thing. I feel like there was no reason to drug test, but Mike Burke wanted to, do it. So he probably has a
drug
reason.
test Mike Burke.
Well, Dave was there, so Dave, what's the real story?
Yeah, how did that come about? Was there a reason?
No, so it was just kind of the idea of he said, why don't y'all come by? We'll shoot like a promo video, okay? And then we were talking about it on the way over, and Dean was like, well, let's do it like an MMA fight, like a weigh-in, drug screen, all that kind of stuff. And I mean, it sounded like a good idea, and that it would be funny. Bert did the tasting on the fly, so we were dying. It was hilarious. We didn't know he was going to do that.
I didn't know he was. You know what that is too? That's like, when police officers are trained to spot speeders, like visually, they've been trained to be able to actually record it. I think it's something like that where he's been trained to be able to actually decipher like drug tests. It seemed like it from the video, at least. It didn't seem like it was his first time.
He's been trained to taste piss. Is that what you're saying?
Dave, we lost your audio. I don't know what happened.
I feel like I really need to watch this video because I got tagged and I need to watch the damn thing.
Go watch the video. Also share it. Give it a thumbs up. Let's wrap this up so everybody can. It's probably late in other places than California, so enjoy yourself. Thank you all for being such good sports and doing this tonight and having a good time with this event. And here comes Dean. Bring me on, bitches. Dean, I'll drop the link in here. We can't end it when he says bring Dean. Like, it's here, Dean. The link's there. We'll keep it rolling.
All right, I gotta ramp up the engines for Mean Machine Dean Mitchell.
And it's 9:45. Shit,
Carlos, you want to turn on the engine and turn on the heat right now?
Bring his ass on the show. Man, I'm out of tools, man. Where's my WD-40?
So we lost Dave, but the audio was off. So if he wants to just join back, and the thing will be there. I love that, Cody, your name on here is R.I.P. Devosh. And we're just waiting on Dean to copy that link into his web browser, and we'll see his.
I don't know how to change it.
Here we go with another 30 minutes of Dean Mitchell trying to figure out technology.
Dave is back, and we're just waiting on Dave with the cigarette.
Carlos, both of our ages added together doesn't even equal like half of one of theirs, right?
All right, am I back? I don't know what happened. Dean was trying to call me, so.
Wait, is that true, though? Hold on. 29, 22.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, perfectly. And we're just getting Dean on in here.
It's close, Carlos. It's pretty close.
Pretty damn close, dude. Hey, Dave, I didn't know you were attending. You've told me 20.
What? See, I can't hear y'all. It's all choppy.
Choppy for everyone. Carlos, you cut out. Say it again. Dean, I'm sorry, Carlos, you're on mute.
Fucking Dean's comment, dude. I'm done.
How come Dean can't get in?
Can you hear me, Eric?
I can hear you. We can't hear Carlos. Carlos, why don't you exit and rejoin? We're going to get this thing started. I don't know why.
It's fucking iPhone. I guarantee you.
Okay, so it's just me and you, buddy.
My head looks big on this when zoomed in like this. I don't like that. So how you been? It's been a while.
Been busy. Barber's out of town, hence the no haircut, and been working a lot extra, so a little tired.
You didn't do your like underground illegal barber shop in your
No, they're
living room?
open. Everything's open now in California. Like you can go eat inside and do anything you want.
Oh. Do they have like that stupid rule where you have to wear it to go in? You have to wear it to sit down, but then you have to take it off while you eat? Like COVID just doesn't hit you there? Do they have that?
I think I'm here, bitches.
What's up, Dean?
What's all this fucking trash talk? I've been on the phone all night, and I'm like, they're trashing you. They're telling everybody you're old. Squeegee, where the hell are you hiding?
Dean, why is Carlos wearing your face?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hey,
why is
Dean.
Carlos wearing you, Dean?
You think this is funny? Putting your little face all over the Texas squeegee and replacing the
Hello?
glorious Masters hoodie? You think this is funny? Mean Machine, Dean Mitchell, you got your little ugly face all over the Texas squeegee. That just ain't gonna fly around here. You want to be burning my little merch? Well, what I'm gonna be doing with this is I'm gonna be burning this and sending it over straight to you because this one will ship out to Canada. You see, I already got him out. I didn't even have to
So
try.
he's
Barely,
gone.
I got the engine started, and Dean, Mean Machine Mitchell, is already out the freaking Tint Wisdom podcast.
I think he was having internet problems. I don't think it was because of you, Carlos.
No,
Fucking old people.
I don't think it was age related. I think it was just service related.
It's that damn Canadian internet. That's what it is.
I don't think it had anything to do with Canada.
Freaking Eric.
Hello?
What's up, Dean? We can hear you.
Shit.
Can't see you, but we can hear you. You're a little frozen right now.
Yeah, he's the frozen squeegee, man. He sent all that snow down in
He's
Texas.
scared.
Now, yeah, there you go.
I don't think it had to do with the snow that happened in Texas. That had nothing to do with his internet today. Well,
Man, yeah. I don't know. I look ugly as shit in this hoodie. What the fuck?
you do look weird. I'll give you that. It's not really Dean's face. It's more along the lines of why you have a cartoon face all over your hoodie. But
Dude, I'm gonna get so many fucking looks when I get off the apartment. I mean, I get over to my apartment with this shit on. What?
people think you're a Metallica fan.
Carlos, are you okay?
I don't. I just feel weird. Like, what the hell? I just I don't feel right. You know.
Carlos, never mind.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Are you sleeping in your car tonight? Why have you been in your car for 3 hours? What are you up to?
Dude, you fucking sent me that message and you were like, where are you? And I'm like, oh fuck, you know what? I was gonna jump on it. I didn't think I was gonna be on there for this long, but freaking, you know what? My dog's in the back sleeping.
All right, Dean, we can see and hear you now.
Go fuck yourselves. I heard a lot of shit tonight, boys. What's going on?
Dean, who's going to come in second place? What team is going to come in second place?
Definitely not Carlos. He's going to come in 7th place.
Who do you think is going to be last place for real? Who do you think is going to kind of have nothing
Carlos.
to say to this?
Carlos.
Look, hold on, Dean. Hold on. Mean Machine Dean Mitchell. Let me remind you, there is no 7th place. There's only 6 teams. So I suggest you take a little vitamins because you got to bring a sharper memory if you think you're going to try to keep up with the Texas squeegee.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. I'm listening.
Well, you might as well have your. You got your hearing aids in there?
Yep, right. Yeah, I got the hearing aids. Oh boy, man, you're pretty cool. You're pretty trash talker from 3,000 miles away. Wait till I come down, man, and bring some snow on your ass. You won't be able to make it melt. You're gonna be my little bitch. Trust me.
Just like Sean.
Look at these pipes,
thing
baby.
I've ever heard.
Look at these pipes, baby.
Is anybody working out for this event? Because Dean, I saw you doing some curls with some film. Is this something that you feel like you're trying to, I don't know, eat right, run, or are you ready to go?
I'm just trying to intimidate Viagra Max over there.
Dave wanted to point out that Carlos said that you were going to throw a hip while you were doing the windshield. Is it Carlos or Cody?
Cody said that.
Cody. Is your hip in good shape? Is that a real thing or no?
Dude, watch these hips, baby.
Oh, be careful.
They're perfect.
You could probably do a hula hoop to try and get in, or maybe not.
Oh man,
it's funny to say that Dave Dillinger says he can't remember Fucking old people again.
True, he
Already
set himself
losing
up
his
with
Can't he
that.
memory.
remember? What can he remember?
I don't even know. He didn't even say what he couldn't remember. I don't know if
He's
he
so
even knows
fucking
what he can't
confused
remember.
already. Hey, he's confused already.
So people were taking. You guys were trying to guess who's going to win. So how did it end up? Who's
Dean,
gonna
what's
win?
your
Who do people think?
order? You and Dave, you're gonna say are number 1. Who's number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6?
I think that Bob and what is it? How you pronounce his name?
Come on, man. Hey, Dean, you can't even answer a question correctly. Bob the Rusty Squeegee is not even competing. He's a commentator. Son,
not
please.
I don't remember.
You can keep up.
No, but I just listen. This is how it's going to go down. Dave and I are going to take it. Carlos is going to finish 6th. Maybe Sean and Billy will finish 2nd or 3rd. I think our boy Cody has a chance. I'm not sure about his partner, and that's only because I don't remember who his partner is.
It's his dad.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, Jared, right? Yeah. So so that's how it's going to go down. But you guys are just going to be at our feet and praising us.
I like that save, Dean. We caught that. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Hey, Carlos.
Nope.
You suck.
Hey guys, did you see where the freaking heat gun's at tonight? $4,000.
Hey, maybe you could shed some light on that. What is somebody winning other than just the heat gun? Not that the heat gun isn't worth it alone, but it comes with so much more.
Well, no, just that heat gun. We're gonna have another auction where we're gonna come a whole team and
Okay.
train your shop.
Separate.
But this one, I'm gonna deliver it in person. I'm gonna come. Not that I'm just gonna. Whoever wins the heat gun, obviously it's mostly tint shops that are bidding on it. I'm gonna come down, deliver it myself, and spend the whole day training those guys. So I know Carlos isn't gonna win the heat gun because I don't want to train him, but. Whoever wins, I'm going to come down wherever you are.
Right.
Hopefully not in Australia, but somewhere in the U.S. Or Canada. I'm going to come down and just deliver the heat gun, kind of like what we did with John 2 years ago.
So if you want to be a part of that Go in Window Film Revolution, there's a post. You can comment your bid, and then the highest bidder is going to win. And I think it ends tomorrow, right?
No, it ends Friday at noon
Friday.
Eastern time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there like a way we could just get the heat gun and like just not you? Like if we could just do the heat gun, that'd be great.
Of course.
You have to pay
just
extra.
Bid. Just bid, Cody. Come on. Put your money where your mouth is, brother. Come on. Just $4,100 will do it. And I'm not going to come to your shop.
Is this going on Expel's tab or how does this work? Can I do like a line of credit? Or...
No. It's going on your tab.
And then all the money goes to Donnie Dixon. Just to be clear, that's 100%. The whole point. Right.
I'm not using any of that money. That money is going to be donated directly on the GoFundMe. I'm paying out of pocket to bring the heat gun to you and to train you, and that's all on me. It's not on Expel. It's on my PTO. It just has nothing to do with I'm not using Expel time to do this. It's 100% of the proceeds are going to Donnie, and I want to see that donation done before I book my flights. So we're at $4,000 already, so it's pretty amazing.
Dean, serious question. Where's the fund at right now?
Almost at 24,000 as we speak. When we started the whole thing, when I checked his GoFundMe, he was at about $8,500 or $8,700, and we're at nearly 24,000 now. And there was another auction that ended today at $800 from Coolview. And then my auction, Dave and I's auction, another 4,000. So we're gonna hit 30,000 by the time this is all done this week.
And Lumar did an auction with some film that went over 3,000. Coolview's doing a Hawaii giveaway. You can win a trip for 2 to Hawaii, a day in the Bay with Tommy Silva. That's going to be huge too. So you want to buy tickets to that? I think they're $20 a pop.
Yep.
And they're going to announce the giveaway at the event, the winner rather.
3 tickets for 3 tickets for $50. I bought some, and then Lumar did their film auction. They actually had what do you call it? All Lumar Eastman employees just donated. They altogether collected an extra $1,200. All with the 2 rolls of films plus the money they collected at Eastman, over $6,000 is what they brought in.
That's so huge and so awesome. Like,
yeah.
It really is.
It's just it's amazing to see everybody come together once more. Just it just blows my mind, man. I don't have the words to describe how I'm feeling. It's too bad I'm French, or it's too bad you guys don't speak French, because I'd say it all in French. It's freaking phenomenal how this is all. I just don't have the words, as you can see.
Well, I
I'm
really
just blown away,
look.
man.
Everybody deserves a lot of credit, but the folks at Sun Distributing for amplifying this message, and then you specifically, Dean, for further amplifying that message. You both deserve an incredible amount of credit.
Well, I appreciate that, but we also have to give a lot of credit to Carlos for this whole build up with what's going on. Although I hate his guts, he's doing a massive job just putting this whole thing together, and this is epic. I mean, this has never been seen before. I don't want to take any credit. I mean, we're all doing our part. I appreciate you, Eric. Thank you for what you're doing, but it's just everybody coming together. If I can be a voice to help just bring the industry together, and then you've got guys like you got guys like Carlos, and everybody else that's involved is just making a world of difference, and it's amazing. It's amazing. Oh shit. Hello? Oh man, it's breaking up.
It's breaking up for me too. I don't know where that feedback's coming through. It looks like it's coming from Carlos.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I just muted him and went away. Yeah.
How did Carlos keep breaking shit?
Yeah, but no, so seriously, it's just amazing. And again, Carlos, as much as I hate you, I love you. Because you're doing great things, man, and you're changing the game, and you're giving us it's going to be what the event you created is just ouch. Mute yourself. No, the event you created is just is it me? Can you hear me?
Carlos, I muted him again. He was unmuting, trying to fix it, and it was creating a lot of. There he goes.
He's gone.
He'll come back.
But yeah, so I was just trying to give him some props, because it's not just about one person. It's all of us.
The mission.
It's all of us put together.
It's like the mission, and it brought everybody like a magnet together.
Yep. And I'm glad I can just propel whatever I was able to propel for whatever reason. It blows my mind, man. I just don't get it, and it's for a good cause. I mean, I just think the whole thing with this is to get Donnie to concentrate on fighting this disease and not have to worry about the bills, right? If his family can come together and help him pay for those bills, and he can put all his stress and energy to fight this, then that's what we're here for, man. That's just, we can go to bed at night knowing that we're helping somebody out and we're helping a brother out, and that's what I live for, man.
Yep, there's nothing like that. There's nothing more important, and the support, like having that support behind you, obviously means a lot in all scenarios, especially in this one. So it's really, really,
yep, definitely. So yeah, I can't wait, man. June 12th and 13th is going to be. I don't plan on traveling until then, because I don't want to have to quarantine and every time I go to the U.S. So I don't plan on traveling till mid-May. I'm gonna make it about a month-long trip. So I'm going to visit some good customers like Cody, who I haven't seen yet in person or haven't been to his shop. But mid-May, I'm hitting the road, and I'm going to go see Cody and a few others. And then I'm going straight to Orlando. And I'm going to go see Billy the weekend before the conference for the Cars and Coffee that we've got going on there for Donnie as well. And then from there, we're going to fly to Houston and just kick some ass.
That's awesome. Well, anybody who wants to attend, the Tinter Battle in Houston, you just have to show up. June 12th, yes. June 13th, just show up. And
open invitation. Everybody's invited. Anybody who can make it there. I mean, it's open. It's going to be a huge knowledge sharing experience for everybody. I mean, you know, guys that have experience, they want to bring their employees to watch, to help. I mean, we're all going to help each other out and feed off of each other's knowledge. So just, yeah, everybody's welcome.
There's going to be a lot of hugging going on. I look forward to it.
Bring your masks. Get vaccinated.
All right. We'll leave it at that. All right,
guys.
everyone. Thank you, Dean, for spending the time. Cody, thanks for being such a good sport and joining and talking so much shit. And thanks for everybody who
I
watched
can't wait
this
to
whole
watch
time.
this.
It's 3
All right,
hours.
guys.
So thank you for all for being part of it,
Oh.
watching it and everything. Love you all and have a great night. Bye,
Love you
everyone.
all. Peace.
See ya.
Peace.